Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
Bruce.
It is the Rotgut Review 1 year anniversary stream.
Almost.
Oh, well, almost. Yeah, tomorrow.
We're a day shy.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's the worst whiskey watch, and we have a good one on tap for you.
Yep. And
a good bad one?
It's a bad.
It's
an old bad one.
It's an old good bad one.
Yeah, right.
There are a lot of adjectives being thrown around here.
Yep. But more importantly is our stream tonight.
Yeah.
So many lovely guests. So many lovely guests.
I'm back. I'm not lovely.
No one cares
I'm not
about
lovely.
you. That's
though.
not. We're not talking about you.
We're talking about our audience.
Yes.
Say hello, audience.
Yeah.
Hi.
Jason, Whiskey Jason, has joined us all the way from Dusseldorf, Germany. So glad to see you.
Thank you. Great for having me.
Who's in the chat so far? Guy Davis, I see. Good to see you. Thank you. Bourbon and the Baby's already here. He'll be on later. Brad LeClaire is here. He's going to be on, as will John Verstrade, who's in the chat. He's getting off of work right now. And my Whiskey Den. All people who are going to be here tonight.
Yay.
Yeah. Hopefully you can hear us okay. This is our first time using StreamYard. So if we're getting any echo, please give us a heads up. Yeah. Okay.
Literally mail us ahead.
We'll find out 5 weeks later.
All right. And then we'll go back and
That's how much we value their feedback.
Just with a note, just hola DEA. Anyway, tonight we are talking about the best and the worst.
What makes a good whiskey?
And what makes a bad whiskey. Maybe more importantly, what makes a bad whiskey.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You're experts on that, aren't you?
Yeah, we've got a little experience. Hey, new Dram Drinker's in. Hey, new Dram Drinker, good to see you. So we invited every single guest to come on and bring a whiskey they really love and one whiskey they really hate. And everyone needs to figure out, we're going to figure out what the commonalities are there. We're going to come up with an objective definition of what is good and what is bad tonight.
Hard-hitting science.
Hard-hitting science. That's what's going to happen.
Sounds pretty subjective.
On the Rotgut Review, yeah.
So, Mr. Jason, what do you have for us tonight?
Redbreast 21. Today, I think Scott reviewed it on the Scotch Test Dummies, as well as then the three people down there in Texas also did it. The crowded, what is it called again, those three? The two guys and the one lady.
There's Whiskey Crusaders?
Yeah, Whiskey Crusader also put out a video about it today, which I didn't know about until I had already chosen it.
That's just serendipity.
I guess so, yes, because it's an absolutely fabulous whiskey. So today was my birthday, and therefore I decided to treat myself to the Redbreast 21-year-old.
Oh, yeah.
Which is one of my favorites.
We wished you a happy birthday before the stream. We forgot to on
Fishing for compliments, right?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Whiskey Jason. Happy birthday to you.
There we go.
Thank you.
All right. And then what did you choose for your bad whiskey? I'm really interested in this one.
I decided to stay in Ireland because that's our theme together, and this is Three Crowns from Dunvilles, Belfast. I hate this whiskey with a passion.
Okay, we're not going to make you drink that one right away.
Thank you.
We're going to wait on that one. We were going to finish up your segment with that one.
All right, good. Let's go for it. I'm enjoying the Redbreast, so thank you very much.
Fantastic. So,
and congratulations, 1 year. Yay, fabulous. I watched most of your stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's
been unique.
It's good.
It's been
a journey.
We can get rid of these. We'll drink these later. We're
one of those we will.
Oh no, we're drinking these later.
I will not drink.
Everyone has some Central Standard before they leave the stream tonight.
I will not do it.
Thank you, new Dram Drinker. Happy birthday. Yay. And all bourbon and a baby. Very good. Thank you very much.
And Mike Lizak is in. So good to see you. He's been following the channel since like the very beginning. So it's wonderful to see you, Mike. Okay, and then real quick.
Someday we're going to have to ask, why are people following this channel? And then maybe we can grow that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's actually a good question for why do people watch this channel?
Rather watch me
Professionals.
flame out and just.
Maybe we like to watch people suffer.
I feel like that's a good part of it, right? Schadenfreude.
Nice. So what are we drinking tonight, Eddie?
Well, Erica can tell us that, actually.
I barely can. So, some of you know I was recently in Scotland, and I brought back a Taste of Scotland set. You can't really see that from afar, but it's 5 different drinks based on different castles or landmarks in Scotland. And what we are drinking right now is a Highland single malt that's named after Edinburgh Castle. It's aged 10 years, but we actually don't know if it's what distillery it's from. So
Yeah. Yeah, they're all. I think they're all 46% too.
possibly.
Yeah, which is kind of nice. But yeah, so they do. What do they do? Edinburgh Castle, Stirling Castle, Urquhart Castle, Skara Brae, and Iona Abbey.
Yes.
So
And this is just a small portion of what she brought back.
yeah, she brought a bunch of other stuff too.
But you got it when you're in
Some of
Scotland.
which, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Some of which we will drink on stream. Some will be in later reviews, probably.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Whiskey
Hey,
friend, hi.
Whiskey Friend is here. Brad Leclerc says he enjoys movies like The Room, which explains why he watches our show. I did not do it. I did not drink that whiskey. Well, hi, Erica.
I've never seen The Room, so is this a bit? Is this
This
a
is a bit.
Okay.
This is a bit.
Also flying over my head right now.
I've not seen it either. I know the Cube. I know the White Room.
Yep.
I know a Room.
It's the Citizen Kane of bad movies.
Okay.
It's the best bad movie ever made.
Ishtar.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't know what that is.
That's a horrible movie.
Okay, there you go.
Now I just want to talk about horrible movies I've seen.
While we drink.
Space Cowboys.
Okay, so we should actually talk whiskey though
Well,
a
let's-
little bit.
Okay.
Maybe, right?
Sure.
Okay, so talking about Redbreast 21.
The best of the best.
Why is Redbreast 21 your best of the best?
Well, first of all, just the taste, the texture, just the flavors. It's just an explosion of happiness in my mouth.
It's a very
Have you've had it? We did it together last time.
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
we?
And I'm unfortunately not as enthused by it as like I don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I really like it. I do like it. I like Redbreast 21 a lot. It's very good. I like Redbreast 12 cast strength better.
Ooh.
For the price, value for money, yes, I totally agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, how much do you find that for over there?
About 140 euros and about 80 euros then for the cast strength.
Oh wow. Yeah.
So about half
No,
the
you're
price.
actually way better than us.
I know $300 in the States is what Matt said at Whiskey Crusaders this afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think my store, yeah, at least 280.
Yeah.
And Total Wine's probably about 255. So yeah.
Why do things cost money?
Yeah, 21 years old in the cast. That's
Yeah,
almost
right.
unbelievable for Irish whiskey. I mean, the only thing older is basically the Teeling 24-year-old,
Yeah.
which Matt from Whiskey Crusade said is better, but I'm not sure.
You've had that one?
Yes, I've had 4 actually different casks from it. There are a lot of them floating over here in Europe with 24 years of age.
Yeah. I would imagine so. It's not something we really see.
No,
Yeah.
it's also about 800 euros a bottle usually.
Yeah. Well, the good stuff never gets to Wisconsin.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
We're in the middle of a desolation area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Ohio is supposed to be pretty bad too, as well, as what Keith always says there. Yeah.
Yeah. We could be called Little Canada.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brad.
Yeah. We're kind
And
of
then
like,
you'd keep all the good stuff for yourselves.
yeah, right. We're kind of like I don't know, less polite Canada, more rednecky Canada,
Fatter.
fatter Canada.
There you
Oh, that's good.
That's definitely true.
Cheese shouldn't taste so good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was joking with someone that the Wisconsin diet is 3 gallons of milk followed by 3 or 4 cheese covered bratwurst.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see what people are saying. New Dram Drinker is saying he likes the Redbreast Lestau. That's his favorite.
That is a good one.
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed with that one. So I had higher hopes, higher expectations.
I feel like that is maybe that's why I didn't like the Redbreast 21 as much.
Because of the hype?
Because of the high expectations.
Mm.
And maybe that was just what it was, that it didn't live up to them quite as much.
Sure.
Because you guys have had it. We did a review back when. Well, and remind me what your opinions were.
Drinkable, pleasurable, fun, good.
It was good.
Liked it.
It was good.
As opposed to the rest of the line.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it's hard to form an opinion on something you can't drink that often because different things take different forms the more you
At
drink
different
it.
times, it's true.
So it's like I've only had that once and I can't really remember it. So
Because I love McCarthy's and I go back to McCarthy's and it's like, oh, this is different.
exactly.
Yeah.
But it might just be a different bottle. Because once I open it, it's gone.
That is a good point. Hey, Floydian is in the chat. He's going to be in and out as he can. Well, that makes sense. We don't expect anyone to stick around for a full 3 hours.
We're surprised you stuck around for a year.
Yeah. We were surprised anyone watched us for a minute.
Who knew?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad's talking about the Dreamcast 32-year-old. I mean, there's that. I had the opportunity to try that as well. There's now the new Dreamcast, I think 20-year-old that came out this year. I really liked the Dreamcast 32, but I wasn't blown away by it, as you will see on my review that I have online about it. But then I did a blind test and it was fabulous. So,
yeah, I think we got a little itty bitty sample from Brad Leclerc, our man there.
Yep.
Good man.
Yeah.
I do remember enjoying that.
I've hidden that away. I'm not telling anyone where it is.
We'll find it.
Erica will find it, I'm sure.
Yeah. I think it's fantastic. Yeah. I will say, like, the only problem is that after you drink that, everything else tastes flatter.
And it's very sherry heavy.
Yeah. I don't remember what we were drinking next to that. And we went back because we were drinking something very good. And then we went back from the Redbreast to that. And it was just like, nope.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing there anymore. Yeah. Hey, Benjamin Eaves is in, and Dan Hayes. Dan, I haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, buddy. Benjamin Eaves says, "Happy anniversary, you dirty, rotten people." Oh man! All right. So let's talk about Dunvilles, hey?
Oh, why not? Punish me some more. All right, very good. Yeah, let's pour this.
Okay.
So Dunville is up in Northern Ireland. They now have a distillery running up there. When I did the tour, I was in Ireland last year. I went to 12 different distilleries in 10 days or 8 days. And everywhere I was treated as a VIP and it was great, except for this place. So I got up there and I was like, all right, you get to take the normal tour. It's like, all right, good. And you get on this tour and the first question they ask is, who likes gin? Of the 20 people, 18 hands went up and I was like, oh no. I was lost, and they talked about the gin the entire time. It was like, oh, and by the way, we make whiskey. And then they talked about gin some more. But this is actually maybe one of the worst whiskeys I've ever had in all of Ireland. I don't even know where they got it. When I was there at the distillery, I asked them, hey, where do you get your stuff? Shh, we can't tell you. I said, is it double distilled or is it triple distilled? Double would be Cooley, triple would be then usually Bushmills. They said triple distilled. I said, oh, it's our Bushmills. They said, no. Huh?
So
And it's no. I was like, huh? And believe me, it's not from Bushmills. It was like, Middleton? Shh. I was like, really? And I was like, okay. So apparently, Middleton had some stuff they wanted to get rid of. And they sold it to Edgkinville, and that's now this stuff. So, okay, good. So this is not that bad, but I know in the taste what I expect. It's just a sour type of woody type of bitterness. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like that's going to be a theme of the night.
Probably
Sour, bitter,
turpentine.
Yeah. Oh, that's also the very young. There's a lot of spirit. There's a lot of alcohol forwardness there. Yeah. So, do I have to do it now?
Yes. Yes, you do.
All right, good. In the spirit, 1 year of the Rotgut review. I think this is the best I have out here from Ireland. all the best, and then another maybe 10 years here of great reviews and wackiness.
Oh, well, thank you.
Okay. It has a little bit of a detergent moment as well. Yeah, no, it's nasty. I'm sorry.
We haven't run across.
Yeah, I've been running into a detergent tasting one.
Yeah, no. It's like, when you do maybe even the tabs with your dishwasher, you have the detergent, then you get a little bit on your fingers and you forget about it and you touch it. It's one of those moments, yeah.
So maybe you use it for dishwashing?
I don't know. Maybe I would use to clean the toilet. That'd be about the right stuff for that. I don't know. So,
oh man,
I know this was one of my most disappointing bottles ever, and it cost like 40 some euros over here. So I mean, it's like, oh no.
It is a liquid. It's got alcohol and it's brown. So classic.
It is exactly.
Yeah. That's
Actually, this was a revived brand back in the 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s. This was a really nice brand, by the way. And of course, it died. And then the guys up there in Elchkinville actually rebought that brand and has now brought it back to life. They just brought out I think it's a 21-year-old actually as well. Only 535 euros.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's like $800. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
So, terrible.
And Jeffrey says the Dunville's 10 PX is tasty. Don't at him.
Exactly. 12-year-old is even better, which was a distillery only. I really, really like that. But that was such a disappointment. There's actually a peated 3 Crowns here from Dunville. That's not that bad, but the unpeated version is, at least the old ones I had 3 years ago. Nope. Don't touch it. Not with a 10-foot pole, unless you want to become a member of the Rotgut team here. Yeah?
That stuff touches your lips, you're magically transported to Milwaukee, and you have to drink with us for the rest of all time.
like that. Very, very good. So,
in the chat, he's saying he got a sample of the Bardstown Discovery Series 122 proof. He may have a new fave bourbon, but at $130 a bottle, it's a B-Day a Christmas present. That's fair. And John Gunslow just hopped in the chat. Hey, I was wondering when we were going to see you around here. Good to see you, buddy. Okay, so yeah, Dunville. And Dunville, is Dunville the one they've got that really cool bottle? I can't remember what it is. I think it's a PX cask. They've got a really cool bottle. It's green with like a really old school design on the frame. Yeah. Okay. No, Jason's nodding. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah. All
it
right.
looks great. Yeah, but this one, no.
Okay. All right. What did we think of Edinburgh Castle?
It's not good, but it's not bad, and I think there's potential in it. Like the more I sit with it, the more I like it. I don't know. There's an initial kind of funky sake.
There's the sour.
Yeah.
An aftertaste.
Yeah. See, I get
initially it lights on your tongue a little bit. That's kind of cool, but then it all dies away, and you're left with.
It's the reverse for me. Like up front, I get that sour taste, but the aftertaste for me is kind of, I don't know, sweet. It's like a sugar cookie thing there.
There is, I agree. It's very sugar cookie honeyed, but there is some kind of.
It's still funky.
There's a little bit of something a little underaged in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
10 years.
10 years. Yeah. So
10 years in an old barrel.
10 years. Yeah. 10 years in an old barrel and a dunnage. Yeah.
They make it in the castle.
And Whiskey Friend. Oh, Dunville sounds like it's right up Ed Street. Yeah, pretty much. All right, so we are almost at 6:20, which means our next guest is going to be appearing shortly. We don't have a lot of time for each person, but we do have one thing we need from you, Jason. We need you. You had to come up with a joke at our expense.
Exactly. So first of all, I did recognize I wanted to talk about Abraham Lincoln and your beard, first of all, but you seem to have trimmed it.
I know.
You stole my thunder, yeah?
I'm sorry.
I was going to talk about that, but I'm going to switch now. I'm just going to go about, when I think about the Rotgut review, and especially about you, Ed, I think about one single word. Squirrel! Yeah, I mean your OCD. I mean just all over the place, and especially you have started. I've been in about 20 different things, and you finished none. I mean, come on! I'm still waiting for the following us sessions and the episodes here of a few other of your nice little thoughts you thought it up. I mean, there's so many different directions. There's squirrel.
Yeah, no,
That's true.
He's got a point there. the main big one, the whiskey and time.
Yeah,
is. So
it started out so well,
and
it did. I was one of the one describing and encrypting some of your messages there. Remember?
Sorry,
I encrypted some of your messages at especially at the end. Yeah.
Well, because a lot of those were about that series, and then it took forever for us to make the first episode. So, like, by the time we actually got to the fucking are we 5 minutes in? Yeah, we're more than 5 minutes in. By the time we got to the fucking actual series, it was the people had forgotten the Easter eggs.
Yeah. It's still a labor of love, so we'll get back to it.
Yeah. And I'm quickly figuring out that making a scripted series is so much harder than doing these reviews.
Talking. Exactly.
Oh my God.
Very tough.
It's
just our Christmas Carol is proof enough of that.
Oh my God. Yeah, it really is. So, all right.
Well, thanks for having me very much. I'm going to hang around a little bit in the background and chat a little bit and then go to bed in about another 20, 40 minutes here because it's 1:20 in the morning at my time of the universe over here. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. We really
thank you for having me and all the best for the future and keep those interesting, weird, wacky stuff coming. All right.
We will. All right.
Bye-bye. All the best.
Bye.
Stay around.
Bye.
All right. So our next guest is already on stream. We're pulling him in right now.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, everyone! This is Alex Beaudry.
Yeah, nice to finally meet you guys in person. How's it going?
It's going well.
Yeah,
Alex, you've been watching the channel. You were one of our first people to follow the live streams.
I'm surprised you guys even popped up on my suggested. I just saw a video one day. It was old Thompson, and I was like, okay, that could be kind of funny. And I watched it, and I just laughed my ass off, and I thought it was hilarious. So, yeah, it's fun.
Oh, man. We've had a few good ones and a few clunkers.
Yeah, I think that's an accurate description.
So it balances out.
Yeah,
it's average.
Yeah, it averages out.
It's generally average.
Yeah.
You guys are exemplary, and I'm dragging the show down.
You're the font of knowledge.
Don't do yourself short. Come on.
We all have.
Yeah, I also think I'm probably one of the youngest viewers here too. I'm only 21 and
You're still in school, hey?
Yeah. I go to Northeastern here.
All right.
Yeah.
What are you going for actually?
What am I going for? Studying?
Yeah.
I'm an economics major. I have a math minor and a computer science minor. But yeah, I don't know. It's a good school.
How many years are you going for?
4, maybe 5. We'll see. Actually, Northeastern, it's pretty common to do 5 too. We do a co-op program. So we'll do a semester of studying and then a semester of internshipping. So you get a lot of 6 months of working, and it extends your time here. But it's fun.
Nice.
I suppose that's probably pretty good. Get that real world experience.
Yeah, exactly.
I really didn't get any of that going to Madison. Madison is 4 square miles surrounded by reality.
Right.
Oh, you went to University of Wisconsin?
Yeah.
They didn't want me, so.
Well, it's because you're too good, and that's why.
Yeah. Actually, I'm curious. So wait, are you actually, or Mike and Ed, are you actually father-son?
Correct.
Because I remember one episode. Didn't you say that you weren't? Way back in the day, someone asked you that. You're like, no, we're not father-son. And then it keeps popping up. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, Eddie kind of threw me off the show. Yeah, enough of the old man.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't remember why that was. We were doing some stupid book. No, he is actually my father. A lot of people were surprised by that.
Yeah, no,
so young. You look very young. Well, not
Now I got the gray. Yeah.
Yeah. But also, because someone was saying, like, I thought he was your father-in-law. Like, you married into a really tiny family.
Nice.
So yeah, tonight I guess it's a poor college student. It's cheap bourbon night. So we got Evan Williams, which
Nice.
I absolutely despise.
Okay, that's a solid choice.
Little Wild Turkey, which is a little better. So yeah.
Hey, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah. That is a lot better than what I was drinking in college.
was it?
Really? Old Thompson.
It started out to be,
Yes. It used to be just Old Thompson because we actually mentioned this on our video tomorrow, don't we?
Yes.
It was I would drink Old Thompson, and if I didn't have money, and then as soon as I could get some money, I would get Clan McGregor. That was me getting something fancy.
I'm really glad we didn't meet in college.
She is horrified by the things I did as a youth.
Oh, yeah.
That's fair. I don't remember most of my senior year because of the concussions. I took a couple of exams completely punch drunk.
I remember all 4 of my senior years.
Bourbon and a baby just says Clan McGregor, yikes. Craig just says, what a quote unquote upgrade.
So yeah, oh gosh, I remember. I poured these 2 now, and now I don't know which one's which. So I guess we'll find out.
You're gonna find out by sniffing.
Oh yeah, this is definitely Evan Williams. Yeah, let's just put that like that.
All right, so we can't just be drinking good stuff. Well, our guests are drinking.
You guys drinking
shite, right?
Well,
I
yes,
can.
we can.
Yeah.
So we're gonna pepper in some weirdness right now.
Okay.
As long as we're on our second guest. So tomorrow we're doing a retrospective review of Old Thompson, and last week we did a review of Wall Street blended American whiskey.
Yeah.
What was the common taste between those two?
I know.
Petroleum.
Well, yes, petroleum.
Corn.
Well, yes, but what kind of corn?
Candy.
corn.
Candy corn. All right, you ready? All right, so I've got. Where's my munder?
He's scaring me.
Oh, Dr. Scabies is down. I got some candy corn. I've got. Who stole my muddler? There it is. I got my muddler. And I've got some Polish vodka.
Oh, really?
We are going to recreate Old Thompson here on stream.
Erica cannot escape this time.
You're scaring me, boy.
That is fair.
I'm very stressed out by this.
I think that's probably enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
should have 1 caramel cube.
That's a good point.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I thought of that. All right. So then we're going to pour a little bit of, this is Sobieski rye vodka. So it's not, it's closer to actual spirits than American vodka. So we can be thankful for that.
Where are you getting all these like the weird vodkas and the spirits?
Me? Oh, those are from my work.
His employer.
My
We can't name. Yeah.
Technically, yes, we cannot name it.
Because they're so big.
I just don't think they want to be
And
associated.
so many people are watching this live stream, right?
The 13 people might figure it out.
Yeah.
I work for a local liquor store, and we get some very, very weird things in. That's where I got the Buffalo Grass vodka.
Yeah.
It's hard watching this through the screen too, because it's hard watching it through the screen too, because I always see you drinking these things. I'm like, I wonder what that tastes like.
You don't.
And then I'm like, oh, could you give me a glass? But no. Like, if only they had something you could smell through the camera or taste through the camera, you know?
Oh, it's filling. It's becoming cement on the bottom of the.
Congealing.
Yeah, it's just cement on the bottom of the mixer now.
You're gonna have to stir it in.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, we just
well, we
drink
work
around it.
Experiment number 1.
Well, we're gonna pour it into this one can right here.
Although we have had some whiskeys that were nothing but straight grain spirits with a little spoon of.
We
Just barely meets the requirements.
Yeah.
On the worst whiskey watch for sure.
Yeah, it's true. How's that looking, Erica?
Bad.
Anyway, while we work on that, you tell us what your two picks. You picked Wild Turkey, Evan Williams.
Oh, why did I pick them, or what do I think about them?
Yeah, why did you pick Wild Turkey for your better one? Why'd you pick Evan Williams for your worst one?
Evan Williams is just like, oops, I almost spilled it. Evan Williams, I just like, I don't know. Ever since I started drinking it, I just can't stand it. It's just like straight alcohol, and it's not really, I don't know. It's just like the most basic bourbon you can get. And Wild Turkey, I've actually never had it before, and like all the whiskey. What's the really big whiskey channel? The whiskey.
Yeah, you're on it right now. You mean the Vault?
Yeah, the Whiskey Vault, right? That's a pretty big one, right? Yeah, that's how I found you guys actually, because I was following them before, and I was dipping my toe into whiskey, and then I think you guys must have come up something random, like YouTube was like, oh, I guess this guy likes whiskey. Let's send him some random whiskey video that give it some views, some charity views, I guess. But yeah, I've never had Wild Turkey before, and it's always like a beginner starting bourbon, that someone should try. So I was like, well, why not? It's better. When's a better time to try it, right? So
yeah. Oh, you got that. That's looking.
Yeah, our channel's kind of like a cancer. It grows on you after time.
Say more. A lot less dark. All right, so I'm just gonna put this into the.
Oh yeah, we may as well reuse.
Yeah, because we don't need a fresh Glencairn for this, I don't think. So I'm gonna rinse that out. We're gonna put Wall Street in yours, and then we're gonna put my Jelly Belly candy corn concoction in mine. All right.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why would you use the strainer?
Because I wanted to get some bits in there.
Oh.
Gotta get those candy corn bits.
All the flavors have to mix.
That looks like it's pre-digested and it's coming.
Oh, it's gonna be so hard to clean this. All right. So let's get a nose, everybody. You wanna start, Erica?
You guys didn't make me a glass?
It smells like nothing, and I don't know if that's just my body rejecting everything that's happening in the glass.
Here, we'll trade you.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually pretty close. That is not that far
They're
off.
both very flat.
They're both very flat. They're both very.
That one's flat, but it's nicer than this.
You still get that alcohol sting in your nose on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
I've got a cold, so I'm not going to share.
Okay.
Okay.
But I'm going to take a little of your orange slop.
All right. Here, you take a little bit. That's for you.
Whoa.
Have fun with that.
All right.
All right. Ready? Let's get into it.
I'm going to start with the worst and work my way up to the worst.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
That does taste like some of the stuff we've stomached.
Not that it'd be worse.
Yeah, I definitely thought that would be terrible.
It's not good though. It's weird.
It's sweet candy corn-esque. A little bite of alcohol, not much.
No.
Well, at least you get a little sweetness too. It kind of come through the burn.
It'd fill you up if you could keep it down.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Much like candy corn.
Much like candy corn. Who in the chat actually likes candy corn? I feel like that's a divisive topic. Mr. Beaudry, any comment on that?
I mean, it's all right. It's kind of like the most base Halloween candy though. Like, why not just get Snickers?
I do love Snickers.
Yeah.
There are certain Halloween candies though that you want around Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I like? There are some things that during the Halloween season you eat
Candy corn.
that you wouldn't otherwise.
Yeah. I think candy corn falls into that category, right?
Yeah.
And we used to have the paper.
Oh yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah, I always hated that you ended up eating paper with every single guy. Yeah.
All right, Wall Street, not much better. I'm glad I was not on this review.
I'm pretty sure Wall Street and Old Thompson might literally be the same stuff. I'm not
very, very, very.
I'm not 100% sure that they're different whiskey.
Right.
Old Thompson tastes worse.
You think so?
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
It's a little sweeter than
I've
this.
never had Old Thompson, but I did have this stuff called Old Overholt once.
Oh yeah, Old Overholt.
Oh my gosh, that stuff is absolutely. I couldn't find it, but yeah, I think that beats Evan Williams like hands down. You should have that on the worst whiskey watch.
Oh man.
Yeah,
So, because Old Overholt, yeah, that's a rye.
yeah, it's a rye.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Barely.
the rye we had the other day.
Which one? The Lot 40?
Yeah.
No.
Oh
She's gonna hate it.
no.
Yes, she is. Okay. Well, we're
Blind
gonna
taste test with 2 different ones and let her try it.
All right, we can do that later. We'll fit that in.
Does it taste like a rye?
Yeah, but it doesn't have
Yeah.
all the nasty notes.
Walk on your rye. Must be rye.
All right. So, Mr. Beaudry,
Yes.
you had a job tonight.
Um,
You had to come up with a joke at our expense. You got to roast us. What do you got?
It is
All right.
your anniversary.
Oh yeah, okay. What's the difference between the worst whiskey watch and a group of schoolgirls?
What's the difference?
The group of schoolgirls will usually feature an Erica.
Oh yeah, that's a good. It's because she refuses to be on them.
That took me so long. I was thinking for like the whole day. I woke up, I'm like, oh jeez, I got to think about this. That was the most stressful part of my day. I was like, oh,
Yeah, no, that was a good one. That was clever.
Yeah.
I'll try my best.
I refuse to drink bad things.
Yeah, that was something you did say when you came on this show.
Yeah.
I refuse to drink bad things. That's a good it's a good rule to have, I feel like. Especially when you're around those two, you know, you have to have
100%.
some guidelines.
That's why I like getting her on these streams though, because we slowly pressure her to try crap things.
I knew that wouldn't be terrible though. I know you're gonna get worse though.
Mm-hmm.
You married a monster.
I got something planned for the finale. They call it a Rotgut iced tea.
We're not
Oh,
doing
geez.
Central Standard, are we?
Oh, of course we're doing Central Standard. That's gonna feature prominently.
Campaign.
There are 2 things I won't put in my mouth: Central Standard and something I can't say on YouTube.
Actually, I found out one of my bosses, his brother-in-law, is the sales rep for Central Standard.
Yeah.
They have a sales rep.
They have a sales rep. Someone's got to sell it.
Do they?
It was actually really awkward because he came into the store when I was working. I was like, "Do you think he's not going to recognize me from that review we did?" All right. Well, we are getting to the end of your time with us, Mr. Beaudry.
All right.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I also noticed I drank a lot more of one than the other here.
Smart man.
I'll let you guess which one.
Educated, good-looking young man.
Actually, it's good that I'm so glad you guys like featured me a little earlier too. I just joined a fraternity this semester too. That's why I'm all dressed up. We have our first meeting right now, so.
I thought you got
That's how it goes.
I do too.
no.
Yeah. No, we're not that cool. We're not
That's fair.
we're not that important.
I'm glad you used your good clothes on something that wasn't us.
Yeah.
Would have been dressed up anyways, you know, obviously. But
Oh, all right.
Special event. All right.
We are gonna kick you out for now.
Oh,
But
so
thank you so much for coming on.
yeah, thanks for having me.
And
Happy anniversry, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure you stay rotten.
And stay healthy. And get thumbs and
Oh, and then follow my Instagram account. I think you might.
Oh yeah. The Instagram account, because you're doing reviews over there.
Yeah, sort of. I mean, it's low budget. I mean, like you guys are like Avengers Endgame compared to me, you know, like budget wise.
Man, I don't know. We just got compared to The Room a little earlier, so I don't think we're quite at that level.
Schoolgirls.
And schoolgirls. All right. Yes, but we will make sure. You sent that to me. I will add a link in the description after the stream.
All right.
All right. Take it easy, man.
Talk later. Thanks.
All right. So, okay. And reminder to folks when they get off the stream, I can kick you off the stream, but I can't actually remove you from StreamYard. So make sure you close out StreamYard when you get off. Thanks.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So our next guest, I hope, will be appearing shortly. It's a very important guest to us.
Uh-oh.
Someone.
Is it your mother?
God, I hope not. I really hope Ma isn't watching this.
She's watching the Brewers game.
Yeah.
A little early. 7:10.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put these off to the side.
I would just throw those off the balcony.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I think that'd be bad for the grass. The landlord wouldn't like us very much.
Better the grass than us.
That's fair.
Yeah.
All right, Erica, what is that?
This is something special I brought back from Scotland. This is Bunnahabhain's peated new make. A new make I actually like.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. It comes in this adorable wee bottle.
Wee baby bottle.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we've got a
guest.
We've got a guest.
And who is our guest today, Eddie?
Why, it is the one, the only, a Jeffrey Patron.
Oh.
Oh, maybe not.
He's trying.
Jeffrey, are you with us?
Beneath me.
Loading. He's loading.
I was gonna guess.
Yay! Just in this class?
Sure.
Oh,
okay.
No, he's messing with us, right?
Yeah, he's got to be.
Freeze frame. That's our get.
Yeah.
Our bit, our gig. Uh-oh.
Quit stealing our gimmick. Oh.
No. We better call
Say
911.
something that's going to make him laugh.
I can't tell anymore. I can't tell if this is a bit or not. Jeffrey.
It's kind of like the summary of your
You're
show.
staring at us.
That really is.
Yeah.
That really is.
He's trying again.
All right.
Whiskey Jason says garbage disposal. Garbage disposal. What a way to go.
That's interesting.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
While we wait for Jeffrey. Oh, of course. I can see why you like this.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan Hayes said, what? Buna peated new make. Yeah, it is a warehouse edition. So I had to go to the distillery to get this. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah. And it's got
new barrel just ran through it. And
no, not even.
Not even.
No barrel.
No barrel.
Yeah, it's missing all the.
It's
heavy wood notes.
Moina Spirit which I'm wondering.
What he said.
Moina has to be French, and Spirit that sounds like Gaelic, but I don't know Scotch Gaelic that well.
Yeah.
They pronounce everything weird.
All of Gaelic is pronounced weird.
Yeah.
But I have heard that Scottish Gaelic is also very weird.
Yeah. Well,
extremely weird.
It's
Yeah.
extremely weird. Well, because the Scottish people speak Gaelic like Ulster people do. So like they speak like. So Ulster Gaelic and Scottish Gaelic are very similar, except Scottish Gaelic spells it completely differently.
Okay.
And then every once in a while, they'll just pronounce a letter the opposite of how Irish is.
And they all sound like Willie the Groundskeeper.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the women.
Yeah. We lost Jeff.
Oh, no.
Come back to us.
I'm a little worried about that. Hopefully Jeff can find his way back.
It was a good picture of him while he was
I know.
Yeah.
It's important to me that we have Jeffrey on because he kind of inspired this whole endeavor.
Oh, yes, he did. Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it was a fluke that we did the first video. It was just like, hey, let's have some fun. Dad, you got the camera? You got some equipment?
Yeah. Yeah.
Audio stuff and got some lights? Yeah, I do.
Here we are.
Yeah.
I wanted to shoot a video of Old Thompson in a really cool place, though.
Yeah.
That first video was like,
we should go back.
It was
Patty's.
eye candy.
We should go back to Patty's. Yeah. It's just so hard to make it over to the east side and shoot
with all the gear.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've gotten lazy. I
We
mean, look
have.
at us.
We have. Although this
Old, fat, and lazy.
I don't young, fat, and lazy. Actually, I thank you very much. I have lost weight since we started shooting this. If you notice, I was
Since 6 o'clock? Wow. Well, you mean
Oh.
over
Candy corn
the
and
course
vodka
of the
diet.
year?
yeah, candy corn vodka diet. That's brilliant. Yeah, no,
That's what we're sponsored by now.
candy corn vodka.
Rotgut Review selling out.
We could actually, man, we could sell that. We could probably sell that. Somebody will buy it during the fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
how much weight have you lost?
I don't know. I've lost a couple pounds though, because if you look at those old videos, I understand why people didn't think we were related. Because you look like an actual, you look like a person, and I'm like a little roly poly guy
I'm
next
a
to
little
you.
emaciated.
He still looks like a person.
I could use a few pounds.
Anyway,
And that's why I drink. I hear there's calories in whiskeys and vodkas.
right?
and
Exactly,
gins.
exactly. Well, what is it like 10 calories to 30 milliliters of whiskey, something like that? Maybe not that much. Any diet that tastes the same going up as going down helps you lose weight. Woo, that's dark. All right, let's get into this Bunnahabhain.
Yeah, that's Pete.
That is Pete.
And you don't have the cask flavors, the
Mm-mm.
oaky notes. You don't have the.
Yeah.
It's really
You don't catch it on the nose though.
No.
no. The nose is maritime though,
Mm-hmm.
but the nose
Seaweedy.
the nose is
seaweedy,
really salty, seaweedy, and really funky.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can tell it's new make because
Yeah.
it's still got those really kind of
I was worried about it when I first
Young
smelled it.
okay.
I
Yes,
was
it
like,
is. Yeah,
New make never sits well with me.
You throw enough Pete at something, you know.
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Our tour guide really sold me on this stuff. Cool dude. It's actually funny. He had a brother who works at Lefroy, so we got to meet both of them in one day.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun. All right, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, are you alive? No, we lost Jeffrey. We lost him again. Beep,
I think we might have to
beep.
call.
Yep.
All right,
Hey! Oh, hey! Oh, there
Maybe.
it is.
come on, Jeff.
He's trying.
Maybe.
Come on, Jeff.
Join us.
Join
Join
us.
us. Join us. Join.
Ugo Ago, one of us. Ugo Ago, one of us.
All right. He's pretending to have technical difficulties so he doesn't have to take the full 20.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Yeah, he doesn't want to spend that much time with us.
I respect that choice.
Wish we could help him out more. I mean, we're kind of in the middle of it, though.
I just want to reach in and
Yeah,
pull him through.
yeah. I'm getting like cashews on this. Is anyone else getting that? Like it's like
Like unsalted cashews? maybe?
yeah, like unsalted cashews and what do you call that? Like unsalted cashews, really salty olives.
Mm,
Yeah.
Palmetto.
I don't think I've ever had olives.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, those little brown palmetto olives.
Yeah, right. Right? That's what I'm getting. You've never had olives.
I don't think I've
What?
had olives in a long time. I just don't like them. I'm a very picky eater.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we found that out.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's so many things I don't like.
But you can. Now, you used to say that about drinking too.
That's
But
true.
you've
I said that
so
about
much good
whiskey.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, in all fairness, I tried to start out with Irish whiskey, if you'll remember.
You also
Yeah.
tried to give me ryes.
Well, okay, yeah, that
We're
was
still trying to
obviously a
convert
mistake.
you.
Yeah.
The lot 40 is actually good.
Okay,
Okay.
we'll make her try some Lot 40 before the end.
We'll
of
give
the
it a
series.
shot.
From Canada. no less.
From Canada. Yeah,
Yeah.
that review will be coming out
Friday.
Friday. So Brad Leclerc.
Says, throw Jeffrey off the show.
Yeah. John says technical issues blame Brad Leclerc. Yeah, that's fair. Jeffrey's still trying. He's still trying. We're gonna if we can make it on, we're gonna let him move, like go into the next person a little bit,
Okay.
and we'll just have two people on at once.
Or we could just let him expound upon whatever he wants for
He's
whatever
gotta rush
time
it.
he has left.
Yeah.
As quick as he can.
Hey, maybe do you have the stream up on your phone?
Yes.
Maybe shut that down for just a minute.
Done.
Are you hardwired?
No, we're not hardwired. We can't hardwire in this room. That's the problem.
Yeah, we can. I've got a cable.
To go all the way to the living room?
Yeah.
All right, I'll trust you on that one. But Dan Hayes says Scottish New Make might be on the top of my to-try list. I agree. Honestly, this smells like the Glendalough Pachin, but with all that peat. Kind of. Well,
Okay.
with all the peat and maritime flavors. Glendalough doesn't have those. But there's a similar fruity, grainy. It smells like I say, cashews, pimento olives, and fruity, like walking into a hay barn.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that off of the
Oh,
window.
no, not a hay barn, a silo.
Yeah, silo.
Yeah.
There you go.
Where it's been compacted and it's kind of mushy. And yeah.
It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever been in a silo, you'd know what I'm talking. Have you been? No. Such a sheltered life.
I do love that good city living life.
Yeah.
All right. Camping, you fan? No.
No, she doesn't fuck with the woods, Dad.
I've said that like on our first date.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you said those exact words.
I did.
It's
Yeah.
an excuse to go drinking and playing music, though.
I could drink and play music in a place that has air conditioning and Wi-Fi.
Okay.
That's true. That's true.
I don't
Can't
like
fault you
outdoors.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where bugs live
And coyotes.
and coyotes. Huh?
And raccoons.
Yeah.
And squirrels. Hate them. And
Oh,
birds.
Man, remember that fucking raccoon we ran into when I was a kid?
Yeah.
That was the
Nasty little sucker.
meanest raccoon I've ever run into. You pegged him with a potato-sized rock, and that little guy didn't back down.
Oh
No,
my God.
shrugged it off, snarled at me,
Why go outside again?
bared his teeth, and lunged.
Oh man. John says, like a horror story, someone says Pete 3 times and Christina appears. Christina, how you doing?
Hey.
It's funny. Okay, here's a funny story. When I put out the open call for anyone to show up on the live stream, we got a bunch of emails on the Rocket Review account. And then I got one from Christina that just said, I'm down. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I noticed it was on an email thread from like 3 months ago. And I was like, I'm not sure what this is about. And it turns out she accidentally emailed like 60 different people from an email thread 3 months ago.
All right. Well, you take that a bunch of different ways.
It had nothing to do with this stream. It just was a coincidence.
Hope he's trying again.
All right.
Good.
I'm seeing Jeffrey. Jeffrey,
Let's see.
can we?
Pull him to our side.
That's not Jeffrey.
No, it's not Jeffrey. It's
They
Jeremy.
both start with J. We'll go with that.
Oh, we got switched. We got switcherooed.
No. What I heard was Jeffrey was going to butt into my time. So I thought, fuck him, I'll butt into his time.
You know what? That's fair.
Yeah.
That's
maybe
entirely
Also,
fair.
flip flop. Jeffrey.
just for you, Ed,
Oh, you got the bells.
I got bells.
I demanded that he bring bells. He said he was going to come with bells and whistles. We need
I didn't
bells.
say anything about whistles.
Okay, fair enough. Bells at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
Fantastic.
And they
Oh.
lasted
Good job.
just long enough for that 2-second gag.
Oh man, and look at you. You are looking classy with the jacket.
Well, there was no dress code, so I thought, well, I'll go a bit nerdy, a little bit formal. I'm wearing my Speedo over my kilts with my fishnets, so just completely mix it up.
Nice.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic. That's on all the best runways in Prague right now.
That's it, isn't it? All right, I'm just finishing. So it is just about to turn 10 o'clock. So I'm just finishing my coffee, and I have an issue and some Ardbeg for later.
Oh, all right. That's
Yeah.
exciting. Okay, I see Jeffrey keeps trying to log into StreamYard, and I am not entirely sure what's happening, and I'm sorry about that.
In the words of Brad constantly, come on over, Jeffrey. Just get in.
Just get on in.
Just get in. It's all good. A little bit of internet lube, you'll be in and not a problem.
Yeah. It's almost as though Canada has come down a few. What do you call it? Degrees. What is that? Latitude. Yeah. the Canadian internet is spreading. Anyway, What did you have? What do you have over there? You said you had some Ardbeg.
Yeah, so I've got some Ugadal, and I realized I don't actually have any shit whiskey.
Good on you.
So just for you, Ed, I made a small abomination.
Ooh.
Which is Vegemite in vodka.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And what's worse is it's not really dissolving. So
What does it say about
as a stand-in for a worst whiskey, I thought that was all right.
Oh man, yeah. There's something wrong with
Lost you.
with us. Well, with me.
Well, we
Goes
set
down.
really low.
We do.
There we go.
That's our problem.
We do. I see Whiskey Jason is headed out. Thank you for staying as long as you did. I know it's like 2 a.m. where you are, so
Happy birthday.
happy birthday. I don't know.
Hey, happy birthday a day late, Jason.
I'm very happy that we got all these international folks to come on stream with us. This is fun.
Canada's.
It is another nation.
Canada, yeah. Well,
It's like going out from Michigan.
do you remember?
Also another nation.
There was a plan during the Cold War where America was like, all right, if we ever need to take over Canada, right, to defend against the Russians, all we have to do is establish air superiority within like 3 degrees latitude of the border. And basically we own Canada because everyone is centered right there. There's so few people
in the upper
regions. America, all we would have to do is just walk across the border and it would technically be ours.
But if they're all, I was gonna say, if they're apologizing for it, does it count?
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, we got in your way, bud.
Have a good go with those Ruskies. Probably shouldn't use that term. I said no ethics slurs. Oh.
You'll alienate everyone.
No.
So what were you just finishing, Ed?
So we are just working through this Bunnahabhain new make peated.
Oh, lovely.
Very interesting.
It really is.
Well, in that case, give me 2 seconds. I actually have some Teeling new make.
Oh, nice.
And I'll just grab a glass.
Bradley Clare says, could you do it already? Would save him dealing with customs. No, we need you guys around just in case we ever go full Handmaid's Tale.
Hang on. Does that mean you're breeding with Brad? Because that's a bit awkward. We actually, I wish we could have brought home. You could have brought home a full bottle of this.
My suitcase was so heavy.
I know,
Oh, bet.
I know. But it would have been fun to put this in like our own barrel. That would have been neat.
Oh, that would have been really cool.
Yeah. I know. Actually, that's something we're gonna have
A
to.
little mini barrel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we're gonna have to talk to Benjamin Eaves about that because he's gonna be coming on later. He does a lot of that stuff.
Okay.
So yeah. So
You'll just have to move to a country where you can just make new make to put in the barrel yourself.
What was that?
You'll have to move to a country where you can just make new make and put it in the barrel yourself.
I know, right? I've been saying we need to get into that.
Let it sit for 30 years. I'll be dead.
Well, no. Just move down to Texas where it's amplified, and then you can just get like 10-year-old whiskey in 3 years. It's all good.
Exactly.
I don't think this one could survive in Texas.
Oh, I would not. Speaking of Texas, though, Robert Licorice just popped in. So my man crush is here, everybody. I hope that isn't awkward, Robert. I'm sure it is, though.
Wait.
Is that why Ed's beard's red?
Exactly. It's in tribute to Robert. Or it's for a different reason that we're not going to expound upon here.
That's probably a safe bet. It's not for Erica's sake. It's more because your father's there.
But yeah. What were we talking about before I made everything weird?
Teeling.
Vegemite.
That is a good summary of these streams.
What was was going on before I messed everything up?
Specifically before you made things weird.
What was happening before I came into your life and destroyed your happy, peaceful existence?
I don't know. Those times are blank.
It's like
we dismiss those things.
Yeah, right.
Prior to a year ago, I have no memories.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and since we've been drinking whiskey, I have even fewer
memories.
But is that like a rolling thing? Like you've just got a year's worth of memory stored up, and that's it. It just compounds every year.
Oh, Jeffrey says he hates his phone. News at 11. Oh, I didn't realize you were trying to log on with your phone. Yeah, I don't think StreamYard is very good with mobile streaming yet. I think they're only in beta for that.
Yeah.
I know, because we tried that the other night and it didn't work so well.
So we're gonna have to wait for the new version.
Yeah,
the master beta.
Yeah. that was good. That was good.
Smooth.
Be sure to tell your friends to like and subscribe for more podcasts.
I'll be leaving now. I'll be putting off the island.
It's past as soon as Google's algorithm realizes that you just behave for that first minute, and it's like 5 minutes is up. Fuck this shit. And
pretty much. That's the weird thing to me, though, is like it only pays attention for the first 5 minutes of a stream to like make sure like it can advertise during that period, and then after that it's like fuck it, like especially with Whiskey Tube, I feel like you know what you're getting.
Yeah,
we gotta get rowdy.
Our Whiskey Watch videos go about 5-6 minutes because we get beyond that and we are just cussing this stuff like you and vomiting.
That's actually pretty true. There is so much stuff, especially those early videos. Yep. Those early videos, I had to edit so much of you out of those videos.
I'm a noob at this. I had to learn what I couldn't say.
You can say whatever you want. You're the father in the relationship.
Yeah, we can. I think what we're saying is fuck YouTube.
Wow.
Thank you for providing this platform for entertainment, but fuck you.
Oh, here we go. Jeffrey here's his roast. It's better now that I couldn't get in. Ed has said I was an inspiration for him to start the channel, and knowing my quality, I gotta say that sounds about right.
Okay.
Woo! Okay, that was good. I'm glad you got that in. Oh man, I'm sorry. Jeff. I'm sorry you couldn't come on. If you have a laptop that you can stream on, you can try again.
Come on, feel free
now with Jeremy.
I've run out of material anyway, so come on in, Jeffrey. It's all good.
We would love to have you on. I don't think the phone's gonna work. Even if you just have like a crappy laptop webcam and you want to pop on real quick, we would love to see your happy face.
We saw him for a second.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. You were technically on stream.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like this. For about a half a minute. It was beautiful.
It's kind of the reverse of last time he was on your stream, where he took over and you were having the technical difficulties.
Oh man, yeah. I remember because our first few streams were actually Patron streams that just happened to be on our channel. They were very much Jeffrey Patron shows.
back when Google Hangouts was a thing.
Yeah. Oh man. Although I gotta say, StreamYard seems to be working pretty well
so far from our end.
Knock on wood. I don't know. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it.
It may work better than some of the other alternatives that other channels have been using.
Yeah, I was curious about that. Are you guys are still doing like a Skype call and then recording it?
Yeah. So going through, I think OBS. I think you'd have to double check with Brad. But it's fine as long as there are no Mac users on the stream. It seems to go fine. If there is, we get echo galore for no conceivable reason.
Yeah. I don't know. I tried to jump on one recently, and everything went to hell.
Yeah.
We're not.
So
Yeah, yeah.
I think in an ideal,
we'll get to that level.
yeah.
Looking at the gear,
Okay.
for like $3,000, $3,500, we could set ourselves up nice.
Good.
So
All right. Oh, wait. Hold on. We might have a wild Patron sighting.
It says Jeff.
Hey!
Am I audible?
You
no,
are.
we can't hear you, Jeff. Speak up.
Sorry.
Ah!
Oh, good to see you, buddy.
Greetings and welcome.
Well,
Oh, catching up.
Yep. What are you drinking there, Jeff?
what I'm drinking is somehow worse than a 6-month-old whiskey. It's a 24-year-old hour whiskey from Tim Smith.
Oh, the dude from Moonshiners.
Oh, geez.
Yes. It is their Southern Harvest Rye. It's so bad, I spit out all of what I just put in my mouth. It's that bad.
Christina, I'm sorry. I know we peaked there very hard. My bad.
I was classed as peak. Thank you, Ed. It's a
Anyway,
horror.
yeah. So 24-hour whiskey, and I'm assuming that is mostly caramel color.
I believe so.
I thought they had some rapid aging, like bullshit boilie
I
technique.
think they're doing that with this, but they do also say they add color and flavored with barrel grade oak chips, which you're not coloring traditionally with oak chips. So that just seems like there's probably some.
Throw it all in the blender and just make an essence of oak chips. Just add that shit.
90 proof whiskey, wood fired, and it's a rye.
Oh.
Okay, so Jeff, that's your good one. What's your bad one?
Well, my bad one is Hudson Baby. This was originally going to be my bad one, and I just got this as a gift. And if you can see, it's actually signed by Tim Smith.
Oh, neat.
If only he made a better whiskey.
Yeah.
My actual good whiskey, being as quick as possible, is a Kilchoman,
Oh, is that
a
the
Madeira cask. What?
Is that the Sinag?
No, this is a Madeira cask finish.
Oh, okay. It's hard to
It
tell.
is.
You're a little tiny on our screen.
It's not.
I've got some Kilchoman as well.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh wait, no, soy sauce. Sorry.
Personally, I love some wasabi. I imagine that would sound funny with an Australian accent.
What, wasabi?
Wasabi.
You
But
really
also,
got to throw in. You got to throw that real ochre in there, eh? Crikey, mate.
It's a wasabi
Being
wallaby.
pretty sure that Jeremy isn't Australian and he's from New Zealand, right?
So
Are you Australian?
funny story, Jeff. If you ask my parents, I am actually a product of New Zealand because I am the afterthought of the honeymoon they had. So I get called a Kiwi, even though I was there for a very, very small zygote part of my life.
You sound like a banana. Like when I hear your voice, I just imagine a dancing banana.
With a mustache. Yeah.
Jeffrey is going at it tonight.
It's not roast the guest, Jeff. I thought we were
I'm
friends.
sorry.
Dancing banana with facial hair.
Yeah.
I like it.
The peanut butter jelly time thing. Peanut butter jelly.
How old was that?
Oh my God, that was the hinterland of the internet. The old west.
Wild West.
Wild west of the internet.
I mean, it's not quite badger mushroom old, but
Yeah. Man. Time flies. Anyway, how's that Vegemite vodka mixture treating you?
I should probably attack it, shouldn't I?
Yeah, I think you
Hang on.
should.
Let me try and dissolve more in there for your entertainment.
All right. Remind me again, what is a Vegemite exactly?
So Vegemite is brewer's yeast that they scrape off the top, for want of a better word, cook it a little bit, and it turns into a black salty spread.
Oh, it sounds nummy.
Oh, it is delicious. It's an acquired taste, but in theory, you could add it to whiskey because it's just yeast, so it's one of the ingredients. Right?
So Vegemite, tripe, and what's Scott? Haggis. What's the order there?
I actually enjoy all of those things.
Oh, look, we just clicked Jeremy off. You're a stream.
Tripe's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Oh yeah,
I don't like European prepared tripe, like Chinese prepared tripe. Not a problem.
I like tripe. I mean, I like because tripe is
Isn't it intestine?
it's intestine.
Stomach.
It's intestine.
Yeah.
It's
Mm-hmm.
stomach yucky.
Yeah.
You throw enough of any sauce on there, or any scotch with haggis, Szechuan sauce with the tripe, and
Yeah. No, I like
what goes good with
Vegemite.
yeah,
Anything.
yeah.
Put that on anything. How did the vodka come out? Sorry, this one started talking.
Sorry.
Oh,
So you could probably make it at home without Vegemite. Get a pound of salt, dissolve it in an ounce of sugar. An ounce of vodka, and then pour it through some rye bread, and that's effectively what it came out as.
Hey. Oh, looks like you're enjoying it.
Yeah. I should have had the Ugadal before I had the Vegemite.
Probably. Well, you can chase it now, and it'll taste better.
Yeah. And I like Vegemite too.
And now you don't. We should pour something right quick, hey?
All right. What do you?
Well, I'm thinking
Let me make room for you. I've got to go do my 3 push-ups, take my milk of magnesia, and go to bed. Actually, I'm going to go watch the Brewers game with my wife. Everybody, this has been great, and we'll keep watching. Like, subscribe, floss your teeth, all that.
Yeah.
Good night, people.
And now that he's gone, we can break out the good stuff. All right, I'm going to rearrange it a little bit. Yeah. All right.
John.
Pop?
Oh, yeah.
John Gunzel says to mix the Yugi with Vegemite, and no. The answer is no. Bizarrely, it has wiped out every ounce of peat taste in the Ugadal.
It's just me now.
Oh, it's the good show now. It's the only reason anyone tunes into Rotgut, Erica.
All right. Oh.
No.
The Rotgut review with 30% less Ed.
There you go.
When the Ed was
It's the preferred amount of Ed. It's the least amount of Ed.
well, it's just the right amount of head where your head is invisible, Ed.
All right.
I'm actually gonna grab some.
Yeah. Crackers.
I've got a bit of a hot take.
All right. Yeah. How's the
The
Madeira?
woman's good.
Madeira.
It is very much. It has the funk that I get in these bad whiskeys I've put aside, but it has this, the intense smoke flavor to it. It reminds me of a slight of like citrus peels that have been peeled and left out, not fully dehydrated, but have started to kind of rot and decay onto itself. Has a slight acridness, but it almost has like a barbecue spice rub kind of feeling to it. And it's very much something that would complement a lot of fatty barbecue because the smoke and just the oils of it will just cut through it. But you do have these almost fruity notes that will go complementary alongside with that as well. And a lot of darker fruit from the Madeira influence.
Cool.
See, I can be serious.
Great. I really need to get a hold of that because, god dang, I've just heard nothing but good stuff about the Madeira finish.
I got it from a small liquor store in Massachusetts called Norfolk, and they get a lot of really unique, interesting things. They had like 7 different Four Roses private selections, each their own thing in the store. Just a wall of scotches. They had a single barrel pick of an Indian whiskey just for the store, like a specifically designed bottle. And they had a whole thing of like a whole shelf of just Kilchoman, just a line of them, of the Madeira finish.
Nice.
And I picked up one. When I went back the second time, all of them were gone. And it's the only Madeira, it's the only Kilchoman that was gone. And they had every possible Kilchoman you could think of.
Oh man, yeah, Kilchoman is getting. I mean, rightly so. It is getting noticed. I mean,
Kilchoman's pretty great.
Kilchoman is fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are nothing but huge fans. Someone in the chat said it's the whiskey that should not be named. You're right. Don't go buy any. Leave it all for us.
I would say Ugadal is the whiskey that shouldn't be named, because every time I hear it, I instinctively have to yell out Ugadal at the top of my lungs. It's in my contract.
Oh man.
Just remember, Ugadal is the ultimate. It says so right on the bottle. The ultimate.
Oh right. So, I forgot to make Dad drink the Central Standard before I left.
That's why he left.
Oh god dang it. Is he still in here?
Run away.
Dad, get your ass back here.
Run away.
Drink this whiskey. I hear you. Okay.
He did not know what was coming. He was not prepared.
Yeah,
He is a very smart man.
Name 2, the dose. And obviously, God, I'm excited for this. We got.
Wait, is James Franco in that whiskey?
What was that?
Is James Franco in that whiskey?
No. It's Charlie Sheen, obviously. It's part 2, part G.
Because of the HBO show The Deuce.
Yeah. I was thinking Hot Shots, Jeffrey.
Yeah.
I was also thinking Hot Shots.
Brad LeClaire says he needs the no name. That is fair. We'll do a full review of this. We're just going to take the neck pour off of this for now, and we'll do a full review of this coming up sometime.
So Brad, I'm pretty sure this is how the internet works, right? Technically, I'm at Ed's house, so I can just say, "Come on over to Ed's, grab some no name too." It's all good.
Steal it right off the shelf.
I'll be right back. I'm going to get some no name too as well.
Oh, you do? Yeah, and let's hurry up because we do have another guest coming in just a couple minutes. Who is on his way? Oh, it's an important one. Yeah, so we gotta.
I'm gonna drop out.
You don't have to drop out right now, but
okay. I just wanted to get ahead of it because of all the delays I caused.
That's all right, Jeff. I picked up the slack, and I mean, I didn't really.
We already heard.
Joke.
We already heard Jeffrey's joke. We got to hear one from Jeremy.
Well, there is no joke, Ed. I can't say a bad thing.
Oh, it's the pup.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me just go deal with him in a sec. Hang on.
No worries. He has the cutest dog.
What's the dog's name?
I don't remember, but it looks like a little baby fox.
Oh.
Yeah.
All dogs are good dogs, especially dogs that look like foxes.
Christina says, "Blessed be the Pete."
Hells yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at him! Look at him, he's so teeny.
Oh my god, he does look like a big fox.
Oh, he's a little itty bitty fella.
What's his name?
His name is Lang Lang. So I didn't name him. His old owner passed away, unfortunately. But I call him just a floof. He responds to floof now.
Oh, I love it so much. He's so teeny. Oh,
he's all fluffy at the moment.
Yeah.
Hey?
White
Did you scare the postman, didn't you? Yeah, you're vicious.
That's the most adorable dog I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
He's a good pup.
All right, but real quick, Jeremy, what was your opinion on the on your bad one, the 24-hour whiskey? How did that come out?
That was Jeffrey, not Jeremy.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. The Tim Smith. I have no idea how much it cost, but I regret getting it as a gift, which is very uncommon for me. I regret saying the name of it out loud for fear that someone in the audience might even as a joke try and find it. Apparently it's a limited edition one. Don't.
So all
It's
I'm
not
hearing
even-
is send it to Ed.
Yeah, that's always an option.
I might send some of the Killoman and some of the Tim Smith to Ed. But I'm
All
also
right.
not going to label them.
You can. Oh, I think we hopefully will be able to tell. I'd like to think we're pretty good at that.
I'm tempted
Pretty
just
close.
to send.
Pretty
I'm
close
tempted
in
to
color.
send.
Ed.
I'll send.
I'll
Vegemite
eventually get this.
I have a barrel. I can barrel age Vegemite vodka. Send it to Ed.
We can make that a new segment. Is like people send in a good whiskey and a bad whiskey to Ed, and he has to try
Yeah.
both to figure out which is
Just
which.
hashtag don't poison him. Really.
That's a pretty good idea.
I'm conning you all out of whiskey.
Yeah. Although, in all fairness, I'm scared to accept whiskey from people I don't at least know somewhat.
Yeah.
Just because I've made enemies on this show.
I take off the mask and I reveal it's me. Tuberculosis. I'm not going to say the real name, but you can guess what that's a pseudonym for.
Hey, Vito is in the chat. Thank you so much for coming by, Vito. It's always good to see you. And all right, so I'm gonna kick you guys off because our next guest is here. He's been here. He was early, but I gave you guys a little extra time. But you're leaving now.
I apologize.
Give our love to the dog.
Bye.
And stay rotten. All right, here we go. And we are adding on Mr. Bourbon and a Baby, Jay.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going well. And how are you?
I'm doing great. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's kind of impressive that we made it this far.
Well, you guys are doing great stuff. I love it.
Are we
Thank
though?
you.
Well, great in a bad way, or bad in a great way. One of the two.
Oh, for sure. And then we should say, if you aren't already following Bourbon and a Baby, you should be. And if you don't go and subscribe to Bourbon and a Baby during or after this stream, then there's a good chance I don't care for you as a person.
I like it.
Yeah. So make sure you go do that.
That is a
Thank
solid threat advertisement.
Much appreciated. Thank you.
No, I actually do love the idea for your channel because, like, I love little cute shit. I love cute shit, and your son is adorable.
Thank you. Thank you. And I like that you guys have a father-son aspect going on with your channel as well. So it gets me right in the feels.
Oh. Oh, well, thank you so much. That's really nice of you to say.
Yeah, for sure.
And what 2 bottles did you bring on the show tonight?
All right. So for my good one, I'm going to go with Henry McKenna, Bottled and Bond. 10 year. For my bad one, I picked this up on a whim when I was in Florida. It's Old St. Pete corn whiskey.
Oh, boy.
It's really, really bad. Really bad. So I'm not excited about drinking that one. But I have this whole bottle that I have to do something with it, right?
Right, for sure. Oh, Jeremy's in the chat saying he can't get the Vegemite taste out of his mouth. Well, I thought you Aussies always tasted Vegemite. Like, you were born with Vegemite in your mouth. Yeah.
I have to say the Old St. Pete can't be as bad as that. So I can have that going for me.
Yeah, here's the thing. I feel like corn whiskey, we have not found a lot that we find particularly good. I think the only one I can think of was, what was that one who they sent us a review sample out of? Cowboy Country. I think is the only one that I thought had like any complexity and decent, like pretty
That's you and your
decent.
dad, right?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. So Cowboy Country corn, I think for the most part though, corn needs some time to age, especially with that new charred oak.
Yeah, I thought I would like a corn whiskey because I really like a lot of the sweeter notes from whiskeys. Like that's why I really like some of like the sweeter bourbons, like Henry McKenna here. But yeah, it's just not good.
Yeah, I don't know. I tend not to trust it myself. Yeah, I don't know. I remember the first time you tried corn whiskey. We were at that barbecue place, and you put it on ice, and you still couldn't get it down.
What barbecue place?
It was a burger joint down in the south side.
Okay.
And it was Hudson Baby Corn.
That's like 2 wrongs going for you right there.
Yeah.
Hudson Baby bourbon is terrible, so I can imagine Hudson Baby corn being.
Oh, it's not pleasant.
I ended up regretting my choice.
Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I got like
You had white whiskey, didn't you?
I had Highland Park, I think, at the same time, and I was just in there like, yep, I'm pretty happy right now. I'm good with my life.
Do you like corn whiskey better than rye whiskey, though, Erica?
What's your opinion? What's your opinion of rye overall?
I'm slowly getting more into it. I didn't like it at first, but now I'm starting to come around, and I'm starting to like it a lot more. Russell's Reserve Rye is really good. I like Michter's Rye, and I like the. Have you had the Basil Hayden's Caribbean Rye? Yeah.
I've not. I meant to grab a bottle of that.
Good.
I meant to grab a bottle, and they sold out before I did.
That one's really good.
At least the last two you described sound like they might be sweeter ryes, so they sound like they would not have those rye-y characteristics that I hate. Because I know I've had Michter's Rye, and it tastes like a bourbon to me, and that's kind of why I like it.
Mm.
Yeah, I like ryes that taste more like bourbon too.
You get me, dude.
Right on.
Yeah. I think of you as the Baroness of Bourbon and the Lady of Lafroig. Those are kind of your two wheelhouses. They either got to be super sweet bourbon or they got to be as peaty as they come.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a big fan of the real peaty scotches. Not my thing either.
That is fair.
They're two very different flavor profiles.
They really are.
Yeah.
I feel like if you really like bourbon and you love that particular taste, you kind of want to stay within that range. I feel like a lot of bourbon people have a really hard time transitioning into Scotch in particular. I think Irish is a little easier, maybe.
Yeah, I like Irish whiskeys a lot.
Yeah, you hate Irish. That's
I
fair.
don't hate Irish. I just don't like it.
That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. So you were saying you've been trying to get into. You said you don't like the peat though.
No.
Yeah.
There are scotches out there that I do like, but if they're heavy peated, they're not for me. Can't do it. I want to, but I'm not there. Maybe someday.
Like that's fair though. I feel like no one has to get into peated scotch. I feel like that's a whiskey nerd thing. Like everyone must love Ardbeg.
True, right?
Vito in the chat says bourbon stinks.
Rude.
Sorry, Vito.
He also said, "JK, it's not that bad."
There's some really, really good bourbons. Just gotta open up.
That's kind of true.
It's not heavily peated, which when I went to the Bunnahabhain distillery, one of my friends pointed out that's why she likes Bunnahabhain so much.
Yeah, that is kind of true. I mean, except it's kind of sherry, isn't it?
It's still got those sweet
Can you
characteristics.
see how light this corn whiskey is?
Oh yeah, look at that.
Not looking forward to this.
I really like the little snifter you got there.
Oh,
Why
thanks.
don't we put these to a side for a second and get out a bourbon? As long as we've got bourbon and a baby on,
That makes sense.
we should be drinking bourbon, right?
Nice.
Should I pick my favorite bourbon?
You pick your favorite bourbon.
Okay, you know what it's gonna be.
I know what it's gonna be.
What do you think it's gonna be?
Well, it's gonna be Uncle Nearest.
Yeah.
I just had that for the first time a couple days ago. The 1856. Really good.
Yeah, we are huge fans of Uncle Nearest. We do also have their new one, the 1884.
I don't like that one as much.
It's not as good. Yeah. It's not as big and bold and strong, unfortunately. The 1856 is fantastic, though.
Yeah, it's really good. I actually just filmed a review of it, so
Nice.
Next couple of weeks.
So yeah, make sure you go check that out. Hey, Captain, making it happen. How are you doing? Good to see you in the chat.
So this
You're one
old
of the best
St.
handles
Pete,
on YouTube.
that is nice.
Oh, Captain, I'm sorry. Yeah, we were transitioning over to bourbon real quick for our current guest, but we'll come back to this. We haven't actually talked about this at all, have we? We've
No?
just been sitting here drinking it.
It's good.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's my new baby. I saw one of my coworkers special ordered this, and I saw it in the special orders allotment, and I was like, "Who the fuck got one of these and didn't tell me about it?" Because you better know I'm buying it up.
How much of your paycheck is just spent on buying things from work?
85%,
Is that generous?
probably.
Okay.
Oh, in all fairness, okay, before people judge me, that is because I only work part-time at the liquor store. I have a full-time job too, which pays for the responsibilities and the important stuff. And then everything else, everything I do at the liquor store is basically store credits.
I can relate. I work in a bourbon bar part-time, so I do the same exact thing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
Is that because you shot in a bar recently that was very cool looking.
yeah, that's the one.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
this corn whiskey tastes like rubbing alcohol with a dash of cinnamon in it.
Sounds pleasant.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this show so much. I really do. Actually, why don't we, to accompany our Uncle Nearest, I know I have some corn whiskey secreted away in here somewhere. I'm going to break some of that out so we can all enjoy it together. Here we go. Oh, yeah. This one's fun. This one we actually got at the distillery. It's Elkins Colorado whiskey, aged for, I think, 36 hours?
Oh boy.
How long?
Yeah, maybe less.
That
It was
sounds
definitely less than a week. So, I'm not going to drink that. My old man's sickness is all over it. All right. Yeah.
Poured a lot there.
Well, we're going to share it.
Are we?
Oh, yeah.
Are we?
If our guest is drinking corn whiskey, are you really gonna make him drink corn whiskey alone?
Yes, I'm really.
Erica, come on. Help me out.
I will take a small sip
Yeah.
and immediately wash it down with a cracker.
This tastes like rubbing alcohol with loads of cinnamon. So
Ooh, yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, hey, Rose Robbins is saying the Renaissance is an amazing bar. Very cool decor and very great drinks. You got fans.
hey, it's my wife, so what are you gonna do?
Oh.
I have one fan, and it's like half. She's like half of a fan.
She's halfway there on it. Oh yeah, no, this we tried. So we met the people who made Elkins. And so we tried to be nice to them in the review because we met the guy's ma. And I was like, I'm not going to insult a guy after I've met his ma. But honestly.
Everybody keep that in mind. As long as you introduce Eddie to your mom, he can't insult you.
Yeah. Well, it depends on how pissed off you make me. In that case, I might just insult your mother. Oh man, yeah. It about underaged corn that comes across as just, it reminds me of like drinking a yew branch dipped in turpentine.
Sounds awful.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to drink this.
This is awful. This is the definition of rocket.
You good there, sweetie?
Yep. Reevaluating all my life choices before this moment.
Thanks, Erica. I appreciate you being a trooper.
I didn't put it in my mouth.
You just can't do it.
What's the most flack you've gotten from like one of your bad reviews?
Oh, Tyler Boone's. not even close. Tyler Boone threw a shit fit. Yeah. We had John Verstrati down in Carolina sent us a sample bottle of Tyler Boone's whiskey. And like, man, we're not
John Verstrati's LFA.
Yeah. I don't think we try to be mean people. You know, I don't think we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, and we're not trying to like destroy your brand, but we're going to call them like we see them.
Sure.
You know what I mean? We're not going to pull punches on your stuff.
Yeah.
And we said, you know, this is not good. Tastes very thin. It doesn't taste great. You know, maybe it has some okay characteristics, but I wouldn't pay for this bottle. More or less. He lost his goddamn shit. Oh, it started a Twitter war. And the thing about that review was it was a non-distiller producer. He's some musician down Carolina who fancies himself a big shot.
Okay.
And he purchased. He went to the TTB, filled out an application to be a non-distiller producer, and then purchased whiskey from a local, like a craft distillery, and then basically sold the rights to the name to Local Choice Spirits. So he's not even a full owner of the brand. And he goes around calling himself a distiller, first of all.
Jeez.
He calls himself a distiller when he's not. He's not even a full non-distilling producer, to be fair.
We started him.
And number two, he doesn't know that bourbon is a type of whiskey.
Oh, geez.
He came on our show and was like, man, why do you keep calling my stuff whiskey? It's bourbon. I'm like, bourbon's a type of whiskey. No, it's not. I own a brand. I know this stuff. And I was like, dude, like if you made a mistake, it's okay. Like, just admit it. Like, it's not a big deal.
Right.
Never back down.
Oh man, he blocked me on Twitter. And then a little while later, fake reviews under our name started coming up on Total Wine for his whiskey.
Oh.
And yeah, it was a real shit show.
That's hilarious though.
Oh man.
But I feel like you also get flack on your most popular review.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Jameson versus Proper 12.
Conor McGregor fans are the worst. And actually, I didn't get it as bad as some people because I'm trying to remember.
You didn't get punched in the face by him.
That's true. That is true. Not yet.
An old man.
Not yet. Yeah, I'm not old enough to get punched in the face by Conor McGregor. But yeah, no. Some people who did Proper 12 reviews actually got threatened with physical violence because they didn't like it. I know somebody else, I can't remember who right now, but they said they didn't like it, and people swarmed into his chat just saying, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you. You're a fucking dumb peckerwood, blah, 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 this and that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Our favorite one, though, is someone in our Jameson chat.
Can I yell it?
Yes, go ahead.
Fuck the Jameson brothers. Comment on
The
that
top
post.
comment on that video is just "Fook the Jameson brothers," spelled out phonetically too.
Yeah.
Fook the Jameson brothers.
That's brilliant. I love it.
Top comment.
Oh man.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
I feel like any celebrity whiskey that we don't like, their fans really get mad at us.
We gotta find another celebrity whiskey to review now.
I know. We got to stir the pot a little bit more.
Yeah. Bob Dylan has one.
We could review Drake's whiskey.
Drake has a whiskey? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Virginia Black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. Our next guests are appearing on my screen. So, I'm sorry we ended up talking a lot about our stuff and not that much about you.
All good. Good time.
But before you go, you got a joke for us?
So I think this would have worked better if the old man was still here. But right before I got on the stream, I was on the phone with 1982, and they want that wallpaper back.
People love making fun of that wallpaper.
It is your childhood home.
It is my childhood home. Oh, goddamn.
Send it back.
Oh, dude. All right. Thank you so much for talking to us today. Good to have you on the show. Everybody who's in the chat, make sure you're subbed to Bourbon and a Baby for all your bourbon whiskey reviews and your baby tips. I love your swaddling video.
Oh, thanks.
That was so cute.
I've had people reach out and say, I actually know how to swaddle now. So
Oh, that's fantastic. You're doing good in the world, man.
right, that's all we can do, right?
Yeah, for sure. All right. So until next time, you make sure stay rotten.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. So the next group of people who are coming on, are you getting coconut off the Uncle Nearest? This is the first time I've ever gotten coconut off that.
Coconut. I feel like the cherry flavors are coming a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm getting like a Mounds bar. Anyway, we've got 3 ne'er-do-wells who are coming to the chat right now. I don't know what to expect from them, but we're going to see what happens. So here we go.
Ne'er-do-wells, eh?
Oh, how you guys doing?
Good, man.
Good, man. How you doing? Happy anniversary.
Thank you. Thank you so
1
much.
year.
And thank you guys for coming on the show.
Glad to be here, man.
Yeah.
You don't have to lie to us. You're not happy to be here.
It's fine.
Yes, I do.
Fine.
I want you to say good stuff about us.
Oh, man.
No, you don't have to say good stuff about us. I know better than to expect that.
I wouldn't accept the compliment.
It would just be lies.
Yeah.
I already got blamed for technical problems on this stream, so
I think you should be blamed for technical problems on every stream. In all fairness,
I would accept that because that means I would have my grubby little hands on everybody's stream. That would be hilarious.
Let's hear you talk smack about Canada now, buddy.
We double dog dare you.
Let's have a chili.
Because we'll take it like champs and then apologize.
Probably.
Oh, man. Yeah, it is good. It is good to see you guys.
Yeah, it's good to see you in a non-echoey sort of fashion.
Huh? Oh yeah, in a non-echoey fashion. Yeah.
John's already mentioned. He's like, how the heck does cast strength hop on someone else's stream and there's no echo delay crash? dot.
Canadian internet.
I have no explanation other than I'm going to be playing with this StreamYard stuff later. I think.
I'm pretty impressed so far with StreamYard. This is going surprisingly well.
Yeah.
The only really issue we had was we can't use mobile, so Jeffrey had a little bit of trouble.
Sure.
But other than that, this is
Not too bad.
This is going pretty smooth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always time for things to get worse.
That's true.
That is
knock
just
on wood.
We have 20 minutes for things to
I
get
did
worse.
just knock on wood. So.
Speaking of bad things, are we starting with good whiskey or bad whiskey?
Start with your good whiskey. So tell us what your good whiskeys are.
Oh,
well, my good whiskey is Ardbeg Dark Cove Committee Release.
Ooh.
Nice.
It's so tasty.
my good
I have to
whiskey
pour it every chance I get.
My good whiskey is Octomore 7.1.
Ooh.
See,
Another good choice.
I was going to go with Octomore 10 for my good whiskey, and then I was going to go with Flaming Heart because you guys pulled out the no name and it had me thinking Compass Box, but I decided on Port Charlotte MCO1. It's not my favorite whiskey that I have, but it's probably been my favorite newly acquired whiskey that we picked up this year. So that's what I'm sipping on for the occasion. I've got a real doozy for the second whiskey.
Okay, you better tell us. You better tell us right now. We want to know.
Okay. Well, this bad boy, I'm sure. Oh, I'm tipping things over here. I'm sure you've all seen the label before, but maybe this one might be a little older because I'm not sure if this will pick up the date. This bad boy's from 1981.
Oh,
and it's interesting. It's fun when we get into that. It's a fun one to talk about. So
yeah, I feel like I wonder if my first thought would that be better than its modern equivalent, but
it is, but that doesn't really mean it's good.
That's fair. It's a low bar.
So yeah, super. I do have to say though that Buna new make was probably like the coolest, most intriguing dram I've seen in a while on the internet. I'm super interested in trying a Scottish new make now because I've tried every new make but like an Irish and a Scottish.
Are you coming down to Are you coming down to Bastards?
He's so
I can't go. I can't go.
Oh, he's gonna cry now. You're gonna make Dan cry.
No one wants to see a Canadian cry.
Yeah, I won't be making it to this ball, but there will be an occasion when I'll be making it down there for a gathering of magnificence for sure. I got to hold down the fort. If these guys, if we all leave, someone's going to claim air superiority over the lower part of Canada and we'll be taken over. So I've got to stay here and guard the fort, man, and protect the whiskey.
I can leave whenever, though. I'm way too lazy to protect the fort.
I watch
That would be a great show. Dan, Defender of Canada.
Coming soon.
I'd watch it. I'd watch that.
His symbol's just going to be like a jar of maple syrup.
Perfect.
I picture like Home Alone hijinks. It's just maple syrup to try and like at the border.
There's like a bunch of moose all over the runway for the planes can't take off.
Rigging beaver tail machines to spit hot oil out, you know.
Oh God.
God.
That's good stuff.
Oh man, okay. Yeah.
So I was sort of really hoping we would start with the bad whiskey because I chose Octomore to try and bury my bad whiskey.
Me too. I chose the peated dram to bury the
So happy right now. So happy that I get to actually taste this.
Because what is yours, Vito? Oh, I think I know, actually. Yeah.
There's still some in the bottle somehow.
There's still
there's still about half of this bottle because I finished the other bottle and a bit of this on the 1000 stream. So thanks for starting with the good whiskey.
Is it funny that it's like the worst whiskey that you've had in a while, and it's probably the only one you've bought multiples of in a while?
No, I bought one. I bought one. The other one was gifted to me.
That sounds like a familiar process.
That is fair. Then
Yeah.
That is fair.
But it is Scotchtober, so that's why I decided on 2 scotches. So
that makes sense.
Scotchtober.
Yeah.
Did not know that was a thing.
I feel like Scotch is an any time, any month kind of drink. Though.
Right.
Scotch.
I got some October more.
October more.
Sure.
Oh, jeez. Hey, DJ 11.
Oh,
how you doing, man? I didn't see that you came in. Good to see you. Would you like me to grab you the picture there, sweetie?
It's too far.
Okay.
I'm just gonna live in this class for a little while. Don't mind me.
Oh God, you bastard!
My precious.
So precious.
Oh. Okay. Well, all right. We had this gentleman scheduled for 8, but you know what? I'm just gonna pull him in now because he's coming on the stream. Hopefully our
You
band.
had it for 8. Oh, you're an hour behind us. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
All
like,
right,
wait,
so
Testing the limits.
there he is.
Hey!
Oh, that guy.
I was just waiting to sneak in at 8. Now he brought me in early. I'm not
Yep.
even prepared.
Sheesh.
You should. I'm gonna pull you in. If I see you in the chat, you're coming in. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, didn't mean to run into the
Ed
Canadians.
brought a
tonight.
guy in early. Story of his life.
Such a threat.
Oh, DJ, you've been here for most of it. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't even see you in there. My bad. Yeah.
He's probably
DJ
working
11,
on it.
everybody, go check out his reviews. Also, one of my favorite YouTube handles.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be coming on for a rum stream sooner rather than later, probably after the Bastards Ball.
Yeah. He's tasted 2 or 3 I want.
Pete Smoke apparently has shown up in the chat now also, which is interesting.
Oh.
Pete's been everywhere lately.
Smoke. All right, if Pete Smoke's in the chat, we'll switch back to the compass box, or at least I will. You have you finished yours. What did you think of it?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like
Yeah.
I'm a little drunk at this point.
Yeah,
so
I know. I'm getting there too. I'll be honest.
I'm 5'3", cannot handle much.
Well, at least you're 5 inches taller than me, though.
5'2".
Me and Eric are gonna be best friends. We're gonna support each other on next Is it next Saturday?
I just won't be there.
Yeah, Erica will
Not
not.
Saturday, the one after.
Erica's not coming?
She's not.
No, you just have to put up with him.
I know. I'm mad about it too.
Yeah.
Why even bother going if we just got to deal with it?
I'm not coming now.
Hey, that's my shtick.
Okay. Now I got to change my flights.
Don't let Eddie drag you down. You'll still have a fun time, even if you have to put up with him.
The old man will be there.
Yeah, probably.
The old man is coming.
There you go.
Is he?
Oh, really?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Sweet.
This this compass box is really interesting. It's strangely, you know how maybe it's just
It's
because
very peaty.
it's very peaty, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm coming. Maybe it's just because I'm coming off of the what do you call it? The
drugs.
What was it? Uncle Nearest?
Yeah.
It's very brown sugary. It's like burned brown sugar.
That might be the Uncle Nearest.
Yeah, it could be. But
Interesting.
it's still reminding me of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had the first no name?
I have not. No. This is no first name for me.
I'm super curious to do a side-by-side between the two versions, which is coming up very soon.
Nice. Also, I will bring some sample bottles of like Pachin and New Make for Dan. You guys, I'll send them back with you. You'll have to take them to him, okay?
Sweet. Yeah, we'll work that out.
We'll bring it back for
Some of that will definitely make it back to Dan.
There's a fee for that.
Incredibly generous, and I will try my best to send something down with these guys if they have room. I don't know.
Yeah, we can bring lots down. That shouldn't be a problem. It's getting stuff back that's tricky.
Yeah, I'll send some tasty stuff for you guys to enjoy. Then you can bring it back and make sure Erica gets some.
I will definitely do that.
I actually believe you.
I've set aside quite a
No,
few
that's true.
samples
You
for
are a kind soul.
Yeah. I'm just a
I got
nice soul in general.
Yeah.
I got a question about my bad whiskey. Have any of you guys had Clan McGregor?
No.
We were just talking
Talking about that. Yeah.
I have tried it, but
Yeah.
it was in a long line of other things, so I don't really remember it.
You can tell how bad everyone's bad whiskey is because when they talk about it, they're literally like disappointed.
Yeah.
Have you guys had Clan McGregor?
Yeah. Well, I went shopping for it. That's what's worse is when you're walking through the store, explaining to the clerk, like, what are you doing? I have to find the shittiest whiskey in your store. And I know it's either this or this. She's like, "You sure it's not this other one?" I'm like, "No. Thompson's is better than this." You know.
That's funny that you say that because when I was in college, we were just talking about
It was like
this.
the opening of the stream.
Opening of the stream, we were talking about how Old Thompson was what I would drink through college, except when I had enough money to buy Clan McGregor.
That is kind of along the lines of my roast.
Oh boy!
Oh,
jeez.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't know you super well, so I'm not gonna roast you hardcore because like, you know, we're not there yet. Hopefully we'll get there soon. I'm sure we will. It's just kind of like a little story tied in with it there. It's not much of a roast, but it kind of is. So there was a chap when I was spending a lot of time in the city, Toronto, because I'm not from Toronto, despite what Vito may say.
You're from Toronto.
It's all Toronto.
There was a guy named Tim, and he lived on the street, and I would bring him food and give him money a lot.
Patty's dying, by the way. Sorry to interrupt, but Patty is
Sorry.
dead.
It's all right. I'm gonna finish that real quick here. I got one more sip, and I don't have to make that face anymore.
Anyway, but go ahead. Sorry.
So Tim, being a homeless person, and being in the situation he was, obviously he wasn't flush with cash, and he had to drink. He drank some really, really bad whiskey. And I mean stuff that I've smelled and like you'd be begging for Canadian Mist to chase it down. And the difference between you and Tim is that you're drinking these whiskeys by choice.
That's a good dig.
It's very true.
That's a fucking good dig.
In all other ways, it's more or less the same.
Fair.
You will drink just about anything.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
But you're a braver soul than I.
I don't think it's bravery. It's an adjective, but not bravery.
All right. So since we're talking about bad whiskey, I suppose I should pour mine.
Okay. Yeah. What do you got for us, Brad?
So I found a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle 23 that I know. Of course, it's Canadian Mist. Of course, it's Canadian Mist. Like, there's not. That's.
I'm
not
surprised that is the first Canadian Mist we've seen tonight. I thought that was going to come up way sooner.
Has there been a Canadian on?
Canadian Mist.
That is
you
true.
found worse things to drink.
That is true.
And that is a milestone for this.
It is. That is something.
That is actually a big theme of our video tomorrow. Me and the old man shoot a worst whiskey like retrospective, and we talk about how bad we've gotten in the last year.
So rotten.
So rotten.
Yeah.
So rotten.
Now drinking bad whiskey.
Okay.
I'm drunk.
Are we starting with the bad whiskey now? Oh god.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I feel better about that.
Song.
Okay. Yeah.
See, you guys are all repelling at the nose of it, and that's what's interesting about my bad whiskey. The nose of it is actually really, really nice, really sweet, lots of honey, and like cereal, and the nose is just amazing. It pulls you right in, and then
acetone.
Like,
yeah,
like that. It's worse than Canadian Mist, 100%. Oh,
like now that I'm sitting down with the White Walker, it smells like a used baby diaper dipped in nail polish remover.
Oh,
I'm getting a strong nail polish.
Yeah, there's definitely
right now.
this is melon flavored turpentine mixed with some kind of cleaner. I don't know, but it's cool.
This is how much we support and love Rotgut Review. Look at the things that we do.
And we appreciate it.
Oh God.
We appreciate it.
Is that what you appreciate about us?
Thank you for your turpentine diaper suffering.
Yeah.
All I can taste is the burn.
All right.
Oh.
Benjamin says if Ed lived during Prohibition, he would surely be blind by now.
100%.
He would have been the county pig.
Did I ever tell you guys about the weirdest thing I ever drank? It was I was down in South Africa, right?
Yeah.
South Africa makes they actually make really great wine and brandy. But they also make a lot of weird stuff. We used to buy like bottles of wine in canola oil bottles. It was like 5 rands, so that's like 85 cents for a liter.
Sounds
but the
good.
one time we were in one of the townships, and
So that's where it started.
What was that?
So that's
The
where it
origin
started.
story.
Yeah. But we were in one of the townships, and we were talking to some people, and we were hanging out, and they're like, "Hey, we're all gonna have a drink. You know, you don't have to drink it, but you can drink it with us if you want." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll drink it. I'll drink it."
Classic.
And they go over to, they've got, you know, one of those blue industrial barrels that they ship chemicals in. They had one of those, and they were a big plastic drum, and they were stirring it with a 2x4. and they pull out a coffee can, and they dip the coffee can into it, and they bring it back to everybody, and everyone sits in a circle, and they pass it around, and you get on one knee and you take a sip out of the coffee can. And when it got to me, I looked down, and it is pale white and chunky.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's not a good sign.
To this day, I am not entirely sure what I drank.
Probably
I
for
just
the
know it was some sort of alcohol.
The 2x4 was pressure treated.
The way you described that made me think of Who Framed Roger Rabbit and the goop that.
The soup.
That's all the tunes.
He's melting the
Yeah.
juice in it.
It's the soup.
The 2x4 got pulled out, and it's just nothing underneath it. It's just.
So glad we didn't meet in college.
Oh man, yeah. Jeremy says Ed in South Africa was probably just a perma sunburn. That's not inaccurate, actually.
The dip, yeah.
The dip. That's what it was called. Yeah.
The dip, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that out when we get off the stream.
That's a favorite over in the Hayes household.
It's one of the best movies.
Yeah. Everybody loves.
Okay, here's it. Over under 10 years before Disney tries to remake it or something.
Oh,
Probably already in production. I'm not taking
I
that
give it
bet.
5 years.
Balls do it.
That won't stop them, though, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Now that
Idiots.
Disney owns
They'll do
everything, they don't
anything.
even need like deals for other cartoons and stuff. They'll just use everything. It'll be easy.
It's brutal.
I hope they don't.
Did we lose Ed?
I think we lost.
Hey, a technical difficulty.
And we're taking over the channel.
We're taking over the channel.
That's even more interesting.
Well, this is how it goes with anything that touches cask strength.
Yeah, well, this time it worked out in your favor.
Oh, you know what this means? They're going to actually start blaming me for real instead of a joke.
Yeah, I bet you.
On a
I'd
serious
kinda think it
note,
was you.
I'm sure they will get it sorted out soon. So everybody, just bear with us.
Welcome to
Hey everyone,
Cast
welcome to episode 28 of Cast Strength.
Yes,
Oh, that's tomorrow. We're early.
special guest. Welcome to be here. I'm thankful to be here. Thanks, guys, for having me on.
Yeah, no, always great having you on.
Oh,
Oh, now they fully left. Uh-oh.
That's amazing.
is this his roast to us?
Yeah,
This
that
is
might
his
be it.
joke.
Right.
My roast joke was a little too Jeff Ross, and I'm kind of worried I might get kicked off.
Well,
No,
say it now. They're trying to fix their internet.
Trying to
Come on.
fix
we won't kick you off.
All right.
All
You know,
right,
you
but
only roast the ones you love.
So
But I don't feel
unfortunately,
right about it. I mean, Mike and Ed willingly every Wednesday night take worse shots in the mouth than a hooker from the South Side.
Wow.
But I mean, who am I to judge? I mean, everyone on the channel tonight, we're not like, myself included, not big time who's who of whiskey YouTubers. We're more like the Hollywood squares of YouTubers.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Fair.
All right, I got to get going though, guys. So, yeah, that's the thing.
All right, buddy. Well,
All right.
thanks for coming on.
Thanks for
Oh,
coming on
thanks for having me, Cask
the
Strength.
newest episode of Cask Strength.
All right, guys.
See you next
Take it
time.
easy.
See you tomorrow night.
Ciao.
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
All right, so I've
Doing my
switched
best
back to
here,
decent whiskey. While they're gone, I don't have to torture myself.
Oh, I
Oh
switched
yeah,
over.
I snuck back into the Port Charlotte kind of quickly there.
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite one. How about a favorite one right now? It's the MB Roland Dark Fired Straight Bourbon Whiskey.
All right.
Where,
Sorry about that, guys.
Oh no, they're back. Scatter.
yeah. No jokes were told. Everything was fine.
All right. I'm
And
glad.
Erica's
So you guys
gone.
stayed live, right? While we were out.
Yep.
Oh
We
yeah.
stayed live, and there's no
All right,
reason
good.
for you to go back and watch that.
Yeah.
footage to see what
Yeah.
was
No
said.
reason to go back.
Going back. Okay. Thank you for holding down the fort. It was that was weird. StreamYard just quit on us, and I can't host it on my phone, so we had to restart real quick.
Eric is peeking in like, is
Fine,
it still working?
It actually rolls nicely into my roast because I was going to say I have George Carlin to thank for a lot of my sort of moral compass, and that includes only punching up, which means I was having a really hard time coming up with a roast for you because you're one of the few people I know even less organized and professional than me.
Oh, jeez. All right, Patty, you got a joke for us? Come on, let us have it.
I did mine while you guys were on break.
Oh, come on.
did.
That's
Because it was. I thought it might have been a tad over the line. It was the only, but I was the only person that was kind of Jeff Ross-ish. I feel like I might have.
No. Give us. Come on. If it's got
All
truth,
right,
I want
all
to
right.
hear it. I want to hear it. Come on.
You say you only roast the ones you love, but I just don't feel right about it. Because I mean, every Wednesday, Mike and Ed take a worse shot to the mouth than a hooker on the south side of Chicago. But who am I to judge? You know, I mean, all the people on the YouTube channels on your showing up tonight and saying bad things about you. We're not like the who's who of whiskey YouTube channels. We're more like the Hollywood squares of YouTube channels.
That's good. That's the roastiest roast so far, man.
Oh no, that was good, Patty. That was really
Pretty
good.
roasty.
That was good. I'm disappointed that Vito left.
Yeah, Vito had to go, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Dang. All right, that's too bad. Because I had one for him actually. He's the only one I bothered to come up with one for.
What was
Then-
it?
I feel like we should hear it. Don't deprive the people.
You know, Vito before he was on Cast Strength, he used to make cookies. Him and all the other Keebler elves.
How tall is Vito?
Nice.
He's tall enough that he can give you head standing straight up.
Okay, but seriously, how tall is Vito? I feel like he could actually be this small.
I don't actually know. I think he's probably like 5'1", 5'2".
Compared to Brad, he's like 4'2".
Yeah, when Vito and I were by Brad, he was using us as crutches.
On their heads. Just
Mhm.
That's fantastic.
Oh, geez.
Jeremy says he's not small, he's fun sized.
sure.
Can confirm.
I will say
Wow.
though, Brad. And if this goes too far, you can let me know. But I'm not afraid to make fun of you because I know there's no way in hell you can ever catch me.
It's true. It's accurate.
I don't know.
Accurate. But I can find you.
His Brad's car is the fastest
Anywhere.
car I've ever driven. I have to
He was-
say.
He was the cause of you getting kicked off the stream. Just remember that.
That's right. I said you finally had a decent excuse to blame me for taking cookies for real.
Oh, jeez.
Also, just to sell out Ed, it's not that hard to catch him. He has asthma and cannot run very far.
Perfect. I'll just throw something at him. It's
Yeah, right.
You won.
You should have seen me back in the day. I was quite the contender.
Last time I saw you run was that time we both came upstairs out of breath.
seems right.
There's a school next to us, and we ran across their parking lot, and both of us almost died.
Oh,
So it turns out shitty whiskey does not make you run faster.
Yeah, right.
No,
If only.
not
We've
at all.
measured the long-term effects.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, we should, as long as our Canadian friends are here, are you finishing up with yours?
I can set it to the side.
All right. Well, as long as our Canadian friends are here, the old man insisted that you at least have a sip of this.
Okay.
It's Lot 40. It's probably my new favorite whiskey.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna send down for you, Ed?
Cask strength, a lot 40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we'll definitely make that happen.
Smells like rye. You're not into
Yeah,
it
we've
already.
got some 11-year and 12-year first edition and second edition cask strength Lot 40, and it is
Living up to the name of his
truly
channel.
some of the best to ever come out of Canada.
Oh, fantastic.
It's
Yeah, I'll be bringing a whole bunch of Canadian stuff that I'll have to give you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
yeah, a whole bunch of Canadian stuff.
Like only like maybe 20% mislabeled as other things, you know.
And Benjamin Eaves, yes, you did recommend the Lot 40. I give you credit. I give you all the credit. What do you think?
I don't hate it, but I don't like it.
That's fair.
It tastes like rye with a bunch of sugar.
Yeah, I think. Oh no, that's the Pike Creek. Yeah, that's not rum cask finish, right? That Lot 40.
No, this is the
So,
standard.
no.
I do think it's very peachy, plummy, fruity. It's way
That's
more.
the sugar element I'm getting.
Yeah, it's way more in the fruit section of rye than it is in the spice section. But yeah,
There's still that underlying dill. I'll find it.
I know.
will always
I
find
feel bad.
It
I
seems.
forgot to say hello to my man, the Weddle. I am very sorry about that.
Whoa. When did you sneak
It is
in?
good to see you, buddy. You better be down in Austin and you better bring Maria too.
I will be there.
Oh fuck! God damn you! Why can't you just come down and hang out with all the nice people?
So little vacation time. I have a day and less than a half.
Yikes.
Well, all right, fair enough. Yeah, I do love Lot 40 though. I'm really, really in love with this one, and I'm glad I found a Canadian whiskey that I can unabashedly say that about.
There you go.
Yeah.
It seems to be a very well liked Canadian by a lot of Americans. Just from what I see on Tribe posts and stuff, it's recommended a lot. It's obviously readily available down there.
Yeah. Because like the only real, like by our standards, real rye we get from you guys is like Northern Harvest and this, I think. And then everything else is kind of the cheap stuff.
Pretty much.
We have some stellar rye up here, man.
Yeah, we just don't see it.
Yeah, that is a massive bummer.
Canadians are hoarders.
I have a general rule, and it seems to work pretty well for the past while. And any Canadian that is bottled higher than 40% generally is pretty good. I usually avoid Canadians bottled at 40%.
I mean, that's kind of a good option in general.
Yeah.
I mean, cask strength all the way. But
almost as though you're on a show called that or something.
It's sort of like that.
Like a show
Called Cast.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of cask strength, though, I did want to. So in my spare time, when I'm not doing whiskey shit, I paint minis and play D&D.
Nerd.
Yeah, you play D&D too.
Nerd.
I just painted up her mini.
Nerd.
On mine, he's this little fella. He carries a barrel around with him. And our DM is letting me throw the barrel at people, and I'm calling the attack the cask strength.
Sick. We'll talk about copyright infringement later, but that's awesome.
Our lawyers will have a field day with that.
Oh man! Jason Unsworth says we should play some D&D. Yes, we could get a Roll20 online D&D game going for Whiskey Tube.
Absolutely.
That would be awesome.
Mhm.
Pretty cool.
Yeah,
Count me in.
I play Friday night. I can handle that.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be very cool.
We'll all drink some whiskey, play some D&D.
Yeah.
That's usually the way I affect the DM, though, is get him a little buzz, and that way you get some better treasure. You know, chew up with the good whiskey, get him 4 drinks in, like, let's start the game.
There you go. Do a little podcast.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, all of a sudden our content amount would start dropping.
No, we just stream it.
Yeah.
The content goes up.
Right now. D&D
Yeah,
is
that's
very
actually
much in the what is it? The zeitgeist.
The zeitgeist.
Yeah,
Very much in the zeitgeist.
absolutely.
Kind of like Zeitgeist, the X-Men, whose power was shooting acid out of his mouth for some reason.
Yep.
Damn, that's tasty.
It's hot right now. It's the acid.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Good call.
Thank you.
How did he die in Deadpool? Does anyone remember? He died some terrible way.
Wasn't that the it?
Sprayed on him. Oh, he went into the chipper.
He went into the
wood
chip.
Yeah.
But wasn't that the
It
same
sprayed
actor?
acid all over the normal.
The actor isn't as played it.
I thought so.
Skarsgård?
Yeah, that's the Skarsgård.
Oh, I did not know that.
Could be lies, but I think so.
There's like 15 Skarsgårds.
And one of them
did it.
a vampire in True Blood.
I think that's a Skarsgård, not a Skarsgård, though.
Oh.
There's one guy who's a Skarsgård, not a Skarsgård.
Already not interested.
Everyone
Right,
drink.
I think I'm changing over to Erica's side. You are a nerd.
Oh, can you tell we've been drinking for 2 hours straight? That's not that long. We've had a lot of drinks for 2 hours.
I am 5'2.5". My
Fair.
body's not built for this.
I have a foot on you.
Oh,
so
everyone, cheers.
Oh, man. Oh, this is the Elkins. Shit. I picked up something not knowing what it was. I wonder how this candy corn whiskey has.
Oh my
Jesus.
God.
Don't do
Has
it.
it developed?
Oh, it's gotten worse.
That would have been really unique and magical if it had somehow gotten better.
And does it taste more Canadian? That's sugars.
It's sweeter.
It's sweeter, but the nose is like smells like petroleum.
Oh yeah. More like candy
Yikes.
right now.
Yeah, that's true. Is this the Uncle Nearest? I
It
think?
makes me actually just want to eat candy corn.
Get some candy corn.
Fair.
GJ11 says he has a foot on you.
I envy you.
Um,
What's it like to reach like grocery store shelves?
It's annoying because everyone else asks you to reach for stuff.
We're
All
gonna
right,
have to push people out of the way to
I gotta
conquer.
kick you off pretty soon. We have our
All
next
right.
guest coming in.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
I mean, we did cause a lot of technical difficulties, so it's
We
fair
can't
you
hear
would get
over
rid of
each
it.
other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I elbowed my win early.
Patty, I'm going to keep you on for a little while because
shit.
you were actually came in early, so I'm going to keep you on. You can kick it with our next guest, okay? And
All right.
All right.
Gas Strength, you're out of here.
Cheers.
Cheers. Happy anniversary, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Thank
Stay
you.
rotten.
Thank you. Oh, and thank you for being such a splendid example of how to actually do a whiskey channel.
Oh my
Pat,
God.
no, don't tell people that. People will get the wrong impression and think we know what we're doing. That's not right.
I've always considered you our more successful sister channel. So, all right, I'll see you guys later.
See you. Cheers.
All right, and our next guest is a gentleman who needs no introduction.
But here's his introduction.
Here's his introduction, Benjamin Eaves.
Hey guys. How's
Hey,
it going?
cheers.
Happy anniversary, you sorry sacks of whatever.
You can finish that sentence for more
Yeah,
than
you can
5
say it.
Sure. And welcome from the great state of South Carolina, home of your lovely Boone's Bourbon.
I feel like if we say his name too many times, he's gonna pop up on this stream.
If you send him a
Say it like
request to
repeatedly in the
join,
mirror and then turn around 3 times and see, maybe he'll pop up live on stream.
Oh my
He's
god.
in our bathroom right now.
Yeah, right. He's waiting for us.
what if you just sent him an invite?
Oh my god. I've thought about doing that.
Thought about doing what?
I thought about sending Tyler Boone an invite.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Like,
Yeah, it's probably not
I
a
don't
good
have
idea.
anything against the guy.
Yes, you
But
do.
I'm a bad
Well,
influence,
okay,
and
he's
I
kind
just
of-
said it.
I have a I don't like that he like misrepresents his brand, but like as a person, I've got nothing against
That's
him.
a lie.
I've been so tempted to buy at least one bottle of his bourbon just to try it and see how bad it is. John said they've got it like on special at Costco for like $14 or something. So it's kind of tempting. I'm a little bit of a sadist, so you know, I can
I
take.
saw
the
they cut it down by half because it wasn't selling. So I mean, again, I don't want his brand to fail.
You're such a fucking liar.
He just doesn't want it to succeed. You know,
If only there was a word that was the opposite of succeed.
I'm trying to be magnanimous here, Erica. Let me be.
You're trying to be a liar.
I'm coming up on one of those I have to deal with in a couple weeks. So
Oh yeah.
it'll be interesting. There's a
Okay.
little misrepresentation in some of the labeling. Like I don't know how it got approved, and I'm probably getting people in trouble when I bring it up.
Oh boy. You know, but here's the thing: like, you can make a bad whiskey and be like, "What the fuck," but don't lie about your shit.
That's
You know what I
same,
mean?
Same thing.
Just like, hey, I am a non-distiller producer. I bought some Carolina whiskey, and now I am selling it to you after processing it. That's all you had to say.
That's such
As
a
long as-
great label advertisement.
Well,
If it's tasty, you did a good job.
Well, it's the whole transparency thing. Like you know, a lot of people hit on. Just be real with people. You know,
Right.
hey, this is young. We're still developing, or this is exactly what we're doing. And hey, I really don't know a darn thing. I'm just putting my name on the label to make some money.
Yeah. Well, I think,
Capitalism doesn't succeed on the truth.
well, I mean, that's a problem with the system.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think we're talking about like this is ideal. I think as consumers, we can choose not to support people who are acting like charlatans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Solid use of charlatans.
I know, right? I've been waiting to bust that word out.
Snake oil salesman.
We make this year ourselves. You guys don't
Yeah.
even have a still.
Anyway, we should stop harping on Tyler Boone
Okay.
for a little
I
while.
wasn't. That was on mine I was complaining about. So that wasn't on Tyler. Just make that separation.
Okay.
But on to something different, something good. My new favorite for the next couple weeks, I think, is the MB Roland Dark Fired Rye. Or Dark Fired Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Sorry, not the rye. But they fire part of 33% of their corn. They kind of like smoke it. And it gives it like this damp campfire kind of smell and like feel. So everything's poking out through it. So it's like a weird version of a scotch almost, but bourbony. I don't know. I kind of dig it.
Very cool.
Sorry. I thought I'd
No,
steer
that's
us
awesome,
off of
dude.
getting into trouble. That's all.
That sounds lovely.
And then Ben, what are you drinking tonight?
I have for the good stuff. I broke out the Bushmills 21
Ooh.
for you guys. So
You know, we should break out some Irish real quick. Find some Irish that we like and drink along with him. Kilkeegan is, it sounds Irish, right? It's not Irish though.
What is it?
It's New Mexican.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Lies?
I know, right? Sounds, well, the guy I think is Irish American.
Okay.
He's not even that Irish. And then what do you got for the bad stuff?
the bad stuff, I've got something kind of fun planned up for you guys. In real Rotgut review fashion, I am going to do a blend, starting with a little Inverhouse, which is basically like a slightly sweetened isopropyl alcohol scotch.
That's a fair assessment, yeah.
Yeah.
Throw in a little mist.
Perfect.
Splash of Hendrick's gin.
Oh,
which I hate gin, so that makes it even worse. And then for shits and giggles, a little Oakschler brandy, which is kind of a pear apple German schnapps.
Oh, this is gonna get weird.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get reviewed.
In honor of all your weirdness.
Weird. Let's get fucking weird.
The gin scares me. I'm just saying it. I hate gin too. Ugh.
It scares me too, because I'm not a gin guy at all. So
Let's see.
a little splash of this, a little splash of that. Bubble, toil and trouble.
I spill the blood of an Englishman? No, that's a different thing.
Who's that from?
That's back in the Beanstalk.
Yeah. I'm reading that to my kid. How did that just come up?
Yeah, Beanstalk, I guess.
And I'm going to switch over to something I think that is, we were discussing, Ben, is that Great Wagon Road Distilling, Rue Single Malt.
Ah, yeah.
See what that tastes like.
So is this your first try of it?
We got into West Cork. This is their 12-year-old rum finish. God damn, this is like a breath of fresh air coming off some of the stuff we just drank. That is fair.
Oh my gosh, the gin's coming in pretty strong.
It's great because you love gin so much, right?
You guys ever play baseball? Youth league baseball?
When I was a kid, sure.
When I was growing up, first come along, we were still using wooden bats. So you rub the pine tar up on the bat. Okay. Yeah, that's what this smells like right now.
Oh,
just some good pine rosin.
Wow.
Oh. Here's the thing. I've been recently, because I started working at a liquor store, I've been trying to drink more beer. Right? And I started drinking a lot of IPAs because that's a ton of what we sell. A ton of those.
IPA is not a good starter beer.
I know, right? But that's what they give away free because we have so much of it.
I wonder why.
Yeah, right. But so many of those taste like pine. I'm wondering if I'm getting a nerd to pine at this point.
Now, what's funny is my wife, she doesn't drink much at all, but she likes to enjoy a beer. And from the get-go, she's liked IPAs. The hoppier, the better for her. And it kind of flies in the face of everyone I know or everything I know about, people who get into beer. But that's been her thing.
Well, fair enough.
I can follow that.
Whiskey White says I feel garbage. That's fair.
Gosh.
Oh, are you dying? I'm sorry.
That is, holy cow. That is some weird stuff right there.
Jeremy is headed out. Thank you so much for stopping by, dude. Thank you for being on the stream. And he says, all you wonderful people and Ed, I need to balance. I like how I'm kind of the punching bag of this show.
We love you.
Yeah, I know. I feel like plenty of people have made fun of me tonight.
Yeah.
No one's made fun of you so far.
You wouldn't dare.
That's true, too. She's right. Yeah, I'm afraid of Erica. I'm not going to fuck with her.
Oh.
That's the ambiance I'm going for is fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was discussed at work today. Somebody said I was the meanest person in our row.
Oh, jeez.
But my boss shook his head, so as long as he doesn't know I'm mean, it's fine.
There you go. There you go. Weddle says you're too sweet to make fun of.
Let's keep going with that.
Jeffrey, you did roast yourself. That is true. You roasted yourself while you were roasting us, so that was a good move.
Speaking of Patron, how did you get started doing this, Ed?
Oh, how did I get started doing this?
Yeah.
It literally was because of Jeffrey Patron.
Yeah.
It very much was.
You all owe this night of entertainment to Jeffrey Patron.
You really do. You owe this entire channel to Jeffrey Patron. Because I had started watching Ralphie way back in the day. And I was because I was like, oh, this seems like a really fun thing to do. But I was so intimidated just because Ralphie was fucking Ralphie. He can talk all day about tasting notes and the history of shit. So I was super intimidated to ever do something like this. And then I saw Jeffrey doing it and I was like, this is a dude who, he's not Ralphie, and you don't need to be Ralphie to do this shit. Anybody can start a whiskey tube channel and just come out and hang out and talk,
apparently,
and really just share their love of shit. And that's what Jeffrey was doing. Oh, Weddle said it out. See ya.
Thanks for coming.
We love you.
Mitch.
But and that really did inspire me. I was like, you know what? Like, I want to be like that motherfucker. I want to be, doing this kind of thing.
That is precious.
I don't know. Yeah.
No, I like that a lot.
It's true though.
Yeah.
It's true. And then that's when me and the old man shot our dumb little video, and we were like, all right, we're gonna throw this up. We didn't even know what this channel was gonna be at the time. Like, we called it originally, we were gonna be the Realm of Rotgut. We had a completely different name. We were gonna have a whole different gimmick, where it was just gonna be dumb skits like that. And it just kind of, I don't know. I wouldn't say we took off from there. I would say we kind of just hung on and refused to die from there. And
here we are now.
Yeah.
A year later.
Yeah. So, I mean, Ralphie and Jeffrey Petrone really were the godfathers of this, I would say.
You talking about Jeffrey Petrone inspiring you to do this channel reminds me of the montage in Into the Spider-Verse where he's like, you can wear the mask. Like, you can be the hero of bad whiskey.
Come on here, and spit my 21-year-old whiskey.
I'm the Miles Morales of puking. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So that brandy gin whiskey mixture is not treating you so well, Ben?
Oh, this stuff is nasty, man.
Bottle it, send it to Ed. He will drink it.
You really look depressed when you smell it. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. I'll send you a sample. So let me describe the palate for you. Lick a pine tree and squirt some rotten cherry juice in your mouth. And that's kind of about where we're at. And then chase it down with a shot of some good rubbing alcohol.
You drink at the club.
One more time for good measure. Oh my goodness.
I'm drinking something nice. Like, I'm drinking something decent right now, but I still felt sick to my stomach, which is like I felt like puking.
That's the effect of this drink.
Oh, man.
Yeah, imagine how I feel. And
right.
Getting off about a 12-hour shift of work. So
thank you for suffering for this channel.
John Verstrati just says, "Stop already." This is the life we've chosen.
To 1 year and many more of making other people suffer for us.
Yeah. True. I like how you. I'm like, I'm gonna suffer along with you, and you're just like, I'm gonna just watch you guys do this shit.
Yeah.
Who wants?
She knows how to put on the brakes.
Erica drink the Rotgut iced tea tonight.
I won't do it.
What? Just a sip.
Just a sip?
No. I don't think I'm drunk enough for that.
No, that's why I was trying to get you to cheers and get moving. Because I don't know if I would do that. I don't know what you're all putting in it, but if it's all your worst stuff,
you'll see. It's gonna be a thing.
I know. Does Benjamin Eve have children?
Ben, do you have children? I don't actually know.
Do what?
Do you have children?
I have children, yes. I have 4.
A tiny shadow just walked across your back.
Yeah, there was twice a little girl went past.
Slide on by.
Oh my god, little like a little one of those little Japanese horror ghosts.
That's what
like from The Ring or Grudge or whatever.
Exactly, The Ring.
She just comes out walking all weird.
This blend is a live art.
Stay with me.
Oh,
tasty.
Good times.
Yeah. It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
Mm.
So when do I get to taste the Central Standard or that you're talking
You
about?
can have some. You want? I will bring samples down to
I can
Austin.
I can go that way too, so it doesn't matter. But I do want to taste this. It's
Yeah, you can come by Milwaukee. They don't make any. I don't. You cannot buy it anymore.
I'm sure they don't have it anymore. If I were them, I would have taken it off the shelf.
Yeah, I was talking with my boss, who is the brother-in-law to the rep who sells this crap, and even he was like, "No, that's dog shit." I mean, I don't want to put words in his mouth and lose my job,
but it's the shit of dogs.
It's the shit of dogs. In fact, why don't we break some out right now? As long as we're talking about it. For those of you in the chat who don't follow the stream, this right here is the worst Whiskey Watch champion, or Champeen. I'm sorry, it's the Champeen, as you can see by its lovely mini belt. This is Scotch style, and pay attention to that, Scotch style whiskey from Central Standard here in Milwaukee. It's distilled from a Scotch ale, and then they aged it in second refill beer barrels for what it has to be. They don't actually have an age statement on it. Like they had a beer conditioned barrel that was 2 years aged, so there was no barrel interaction whatsoever on this.
Just bad.
And then it was a peated Scotch ale.
Whatever. All you're saying is combining into some horrific thing.
It's the worst. It is the worst thing we've ever.
I'm having a hard time following it, and it sounds gross.
Oh, I can smell it. I can smell it already.
I'm almost thinking I've got something better right here.
Basically, think of like the most sour beer, like a really sour, bitter beer, and then you combine that with like stinky feet and a burning cornfield. Like if you burned a bunch of socks in a cornfield.
That smell is going to stick with you for a while.
Yeah.
No, don't put it near me.
Come on, Erica. It's 1 year anniversary. Step up to the plate.
What was better is you breathed like before you swallowed. You're like, oh, I gotta get this down before I even tasted it.
I gotta say, like, oh no, I was gonna say it's gotten better with air, but I lied. Yep. It is the worst. And also, I don't know how the SWA has not sued the pants off of these guys for using the word Scotch in their labeling.
It smells like vomit.
It really does. It smells like, after you've been drinking all night and then you
throw up.
You throw up, and it tastes like bitter whatever you're drinking.
Bitter, gross beer.
Yep.
So happy you guys put that in your drink. That.
Yeah. So this will make an appearance later.
I won't be here.
When we finish this stream out, I'll be making a little cocktail with that.
I'll disappear.
And so you guys wake up in the morning after a night of mixing these concoctions and drinking like this for these live streams, and it doesn't bother you at all?
Oh no, depending on what it was.
My stomach would be so dead.
No, we do try to film the bad shit on the weekends if I don't have to work.
Yeah,
that is absolutely true. The live streams, though, you kind of take what you can get. I have to work a 12-hour shift tomorrow, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, you young whippersnappers. I've gotten to the point, life is too short to just suck down bad stuff like that all the time. So,
Okay, but here's the thing: life is too short to suck down bad shit if you're not getting page views.
Good night, everyone.
All right, so I gotta kick you guys. Well, I'm gonna kick Patty off.
I gotta go. He's kicking me off. I was coughing there. Sorry about that.
So, Patty, thank you for being with us.
Well, thanks for having me on. Cheers.
If you haven't subscribed to my Whiskey Den, make sure you do that right now. I mean, click out of the stream right now. Go subscribe and make sure you show him some love. Okay.
Well, stay rotten, Ned, and we'll see you later. Cheers, Ben. Have a good night.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, that's the wrong one. Oh, yep.
All right, so I guess I need to roast your ass, Ed.
You sure do. You sure do.
Yeah. So I was thinking about this, and you've seen those where people describe a movie plot badly.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking I would describe the Rotgut Review badly.
Oh boy.
So basically, the Rotgut Review is a leprechaun on steroids sacrificing his liver to the whiskey gods with the help of his lovely woke assistant and Eddie Haskell elderly guy with a bolo tie.
God damn it. Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. That is a very I don't know why you would say that's a bad description of the Rotgut Review. That is exactly what the Rotgut Review is.
Yeah, fair enough, but
all right. I guess Erica has refused to do the rest of the stream with us because it's getting a little crazy. So I'm going to take over, and we are going to invite our next guest in, who is another wonderful South Carolinian, Mr. John Verstrati.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good.
Hey, Patrick Fleming's in the chat, too. Good to see you, man.
Here. The South shall rise again.
Oh, God.
Should we do a rebel yell now?
Statement.
And I'm from Alaska, so.
Transplant.
All right. So this for you, the South is what? Anchorage?
Yeah, that's where I'm born and raised.
All right. So, John, what do you got for us tonight?
For my good stuff, since the cask strength guys already busted out the Ardbeg Dark Cove and the Octomore, I'm going Springbank 9-year local barley.
Ooh.
This is going to be probably one of my top whiskeys of the year. Really good stuff. The core is kind of similar to the basic Springbank 10-year, but it's cask strength. It's at 57%, and then a lot more malted barley and citrus sweetness. It's just phenomenal stuff.
Fantastic.
So
I'm shocked, John. I'm
And
just
then on
shocked.
the other
Well,
end-
come on.
Break out Springbank.
Gotta live to my stereotypes. Oh yeah, it's really good though, and I had to have it shipped from California because unfortunately, as Ben well knows, just the upstate of South Carolina just gets completely crapped on for any kind of fun distribution especially for Scotch. Just
This is
You know,
true.
I feel like it's kind of the same thing for southeastern Wisconsin, just because Chicago gets all the good shit, and then like we're too big. We've got so many restaurants; they pull a lot of our allocation, and then so the more rural parts get some like stuff just because they don't have people to soak it up. Like we end up we've got a decent selection, but it's not great.
And so you're left with all that terrible rye.
Yeah, exactly right. I'm crying into my crusty red beard.
and then my bad stuff. I refuse to go out and get another bottle of Boone's.
Hey, John.
What's up?
Would you throw on some headphones maybe? I think we're getting a little bit of an echo.
I don't have headphones.
Oh, okay.
Can I turn down the volume? Maybe that helps.
Yeah, let's give that a try, hey?
Is that better?
All right. John
All right.
Gunsel says we get the echo's gone, so.
I wanted to pay tribute to cask strength, so.
What?
My bad stuff for the night, Hakushu 12. I bought this as an impulse because I was like, age statement Japanese whiskey, and it's not marked up to a ridiculous price. So I just snatched it without any kind of research into what it tastes like. And this is like the gin of whiskey. It's herbal and piney, and I'm just like, oh, no, thank you. No.
I'm glad I didn't try that at the last tasting.
Oh, you're more than welcome to.
John says it's actually me who is echoing. So I'm going to... Am I still echoing, guys? Anybody? If I still am, I'm going to turn down the mic a little bit.
Is Brad LeClaire trying to break in again?
I know, right? I always blame him. All right, Brad's saying it's good. All right, we're good.
Okay.
See, I'm surprised. Okay, you don't like the Hakushu?
No.
Really?
There's some nice like apple sweetness under it, but yeah, this is the Hakushu here. There's piney herbal. It's hard to narrow down the herbalness. It's almost like cooking herbs, like basil or oregano kind of thing, and it's just there's elements of rye that I like the spicy, the peppery kind of stuff, but the herbal elements that I really don't care for. Am I still coming? I'm sorry, my screen just cut out.
Okay, we can still see you, so.
Okay, there it goes. I'm sorry. I just had to move my mouse for long enough, apparently.
Also, Mark B, good to see you, buddy. Always happy to see you in the chat.
So yeah, like High West Campfire. I don't know if you guys have had that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's kind of chai tea, kind of herbal funk that it has. No, thank you. So, but yeah, I refuse to go out and get another bottle of Boone's for my bad whiskey. Like when Costco slashed the price. For people who don't know, I work for Costco, and that's where I first came across it. And that's how I first came across the channel. I had kind of seen you through the Tribe Facebook stuff, but then I bought a bottle of this stuff and brought it home, and I'm like, this is so bad, I gotta send it to Ed.
Oh, yeah. Man. And in all fairness, though, for as much of a pain in the ass as that caused me, we gained a lot of notoriety off that shit. Oh.
Well, looky there.
Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Are we about to be hit with echo?
I think Weird Al Yankovic is mad at me.
How dare you?
Hello, Brad. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm out again. You just told me to, so I had to.
I know I did. Oh, I keep grabbing that one. I keep grabbing the Central Standard, and I don't want to.
Yeah, I keep accidentally reaching for this nasty concoction here, and then I'm like, what in the crap am I doing? Put that up. Get the good stuff.
See, I feel like you started with a pretty bad blend to begin with. I feel like the gin had to just make it so much worse.
The gin kind of took over on it.
Yeah.
You get this, I mean, that's what's primarily there is the gin. And then you get this little bit of the apple and pear coming from the schnapps, and the mist adds its just nasty funk to it. And then you get this nice little, what the hell am I talking about? You get this crappy isopropyl alcohol on the back end that's obviously from the blended scotch. So
yeah,
it's just it's a brutal combination.
Yeah. I feel like that's what we always say about Canadian Mist is it tastes like diesel. It tastes like diesel exhaust fumes.
Yeah, that's a pretty apt description, I think.
Which it blew my mind because I was watching a Vault video the other day, and it was like the first time they'd ever had Canadian Mist. I was like, how did you avoid that for this long?
Especially with the Mist people that the people that weaponize it.
I know,
like,
right?
How did that not happen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, surely I would have thought Rex would have had that stuff by now.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But the look on their face was priceless.
Throwing that stuff around all the time. All right. Man, I really love West Cork. Can I just say that real quick? This was, I don't know if you guys have seen this by you. This was really hard to get in Wisconsin. There was like 6 bottles of it. But West Cork, the rum finish, it's weird, it's funky, and it's odd, but I love it.
Don't see it around here. At least I haven't yet. Have you seen it, John?
No.
Yeah. No, I think it's a pretty limited thing. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's like. It's never gonna be the sensation a lot of people like the bourbon crowd is gonna get into. But I'm a fan. Mike Lysak is saying, "I'm impressed the stream is still going. Did Mike and Erica tap out? Yeah, the old man has to work. Erica, once we started drinking the really bad stuff, Erica said, "No, fuck that. I'm getting out of here."
So she didn't like the candy corn.
We gotta finish this out. We've got you guys, and then we have 2 more guests. So we gotta finish this shit.
Erica tapped out on the really bad stuff, so that means now you got to break out the really good stuff, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Now that you've driven off the mooches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably finish out. I'm gonna have something terrible first, but then I'll finish out with the Highland Park. Christina's asking which West Cork is it? This is their 12-year-old. This is the rum cask finish. So since it's 12 years old, you know it can't be their own shit, obviously, because they haven't been around that long. But yeah, it's actually pretty fantastic. It's like, I don't know if it's going to be your thing, Christina, because it's not big, heavy, crazy peat, but I really dig that stuff. It's got this weird, funky vegetal kind of Jamaican rum note that really works for it. But yeah. I also do love Glengarriff, the West Cork Glengarriff peat. The peat cask is also really excellent. If you guys ever see that, grab some of that.
Oh, this Bushmills 21 is pretty terrible. So,
if you say so, I'll trust your review of that.
Yeah. No, my only disappointment with this is that it's 80 proof. If they were to put this at like, I don't know, 92 or higher, it would be freaking phenomenal. But I mean, even at 80, it's still pretty amazing.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. You know, I feel like with the older Bushmill stuff, I dig it. I don't think Bushmills necessarily ever makes a bad product. I will say, though, their port finish on the 16 is not my jam.
Really? I love the 16.
Yeah, I'm not. There's a few port finishes that I've enjoyed, like Angel's Envy and Lark. Lark does a port finish that I like. But yeah, Bushmill 16 does not sit well with me. I don't know why.
Because it's also sherry finished as well.
Is it Bushmill 16?
Yeah. It's port, sherry, and bourbon, I believe.
Wait, are those 2 different bottlings, or is that they do all 3 of them?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, at least the bottle I have, matured in 3 woods: Oloroso sherry, bourbon, and port wine.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
21 is sherry, Madeira, and bourbon.
Oh, Madeira. Oh.
I've found port finishes to be kind of hit or miss for me. I don't know. I mean, you'd think it'd be similar to sherry, and then it's, you know, a darker fruit kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know why it is. Maybe it's just it lacks the nutty, stringent undertones. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's not always been the nicest for me.
Have you had the Quinta Rubin?
I have, and I prefer the La Santa. So
maybe port isn't your thing then, because that Quinta Rubin is phenomenal port finish. I love that one. But
yeah. No, I like I say, yeah, Quinta Rubin is not bad. I like Quinta Rubin a lot, but yeah, I'll take the La Santa over it any day. And I know I'm in the minority on that. I'm definitely in the minority on that. But
do you like port or sherry just on its own, one versus the other?
I mostly drink sherry, honestly. So yeah, I think that probably explains.
Okay.
It. Yeah.
Whereas I would much rather drink port wine than sherry. And
that's fair.
Yeah, I tend to prefer port, except you mentioned earlier, Ed, that I do some of the little mini barrel aging and whatnot. So one of the first experiments I did was I had bourbon in a barrel, and then I had just a cheap sherry, Sandeman sherry, in another barrel just to season it. And it sat in that barrel for almost 6 months. And I went to bottle, or I wasn't going to bottle it. I was really going to toss it because I just thought this stuff's probably going to go to crap. I'm just using it to season the barrel to put some scotch in. Well, I decided to take a sample of it, and it was freaking amazing. And so my father-in-law at the time, who's a big, he loves port and sherry and that stuff. I sat him down, and I had a 20-year tawny port, and I poured him a glass of the 20-year port, and then put the barrel-aged sherry that I had, and he couldn't tell which was which. It was almost identical to the 20-year tawny port. It just turned out amazing.
That's pretty impressive, actually. Yeah. That's really cool. Hey, 1-1 is saying he likes both the Quinta Ruben and the Lasanta. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
I think it's just me. I'm getting burnt out on just plain sherry cask finishes. Like I enjoy the Lasanta, but I'm just like, unless sherry's combined with peat right now, I'm just like, there's a lot of other stuff I'd rather reach for right now.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, sherry is kind of the go-to. I think people are going to have to start experimenting with different finishes if they're going to, stay relevant, especially now that the SWA has opened up, the floodgates for other kind of spirits finishing. Of course, I'm always that's the thing, though. I feel like Ireland really needs to seize the moment and try to do some weird shit with the finishes because they've got so much more options because the IWA doesn't fuck about like the SWA does.
Especially with their lax wood definitions.
Yeah, exactly. Cherry wood, whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. We'll probably see some pretty interesting shit coming soon.
Well, with the big revival going on with Irish whiskey, I would expect that they're going to have to start seeing doing something to differentiate themselves. So even more.
Yeah, for sure. Jeffrey is saying Dark Cove is sherry aged.
Yes, it is.
Don't remember, guys.
Yeah.
I'm echoing again. I can tell. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Phoenix Rising. Hey, how you doing, Phoenix? Glendalough does great Irish finishes. Yeah, their Mizunura cask is fantastic. Nothing wrong with that. And Dark Cove is dark sherry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting to the end of this time slot. John, I don't know if you have given me shit yet.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you for letting me on here. It's been very interesting because this is the first time I've ever live streamed or done anything with YouTube, and I've always kind of just had this amazement for these people that hop on and do these YouTube things. And now that I'm through the looking glass and realizing using my 10-year-old webcam and just my shitty lighting in this back room of my house, any schmuck can do this. So I'm a little jilted right now.
You're fucking right, man. You can start with one number. That's the beauty of YouTube, man. It's a fucking democratic fucking experiment until it gets more privatized, and then we're all gonna get shut down. But
gotta be advertiser friendly.
Exactly. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is our South Carolina Rotten Scoundrels contingent. And thank you for drawing so much aggro from Tyler Boone to the channel.
Stay rotten, y'all.
Yeah, we don't claim that schmuck, so.
And
cheers.
I think he's moved out to LA, so what? Screw him.
All right. I'm kicking you guys out now. All right. So I need to grab something real quick because we have a very special guest coming on next. And I still have a whole bunch of wee sample bottles left from what they sent me. So I'm going to break out some wonderful Texas whiskey because we're living that Texas whiskey life.
Oh, hell yeah.
How you guys doing?
What's up, man? Hey, speaking of any schmuck can do it, I mean, look right here.
Oh, we're talking about him or us?
Both.
So rude.
Clearly
on
both.
Somebody's show tonight.
I think it's mostly on this end. We're the problem people over here. You guys put together a fantastic product, I like to think.
Well, thank you.
The new product or the old product?
Either or.
Different vibe on both. Yeah.
Yeah. No, the Facebook page is fun. And I was just talking to you, Josh, and I was saying how much like inhabiting that niche, the Texas whiskey niche, like it makes you unique. It makes it a unique thing, especially considering how big Texas whiskey has gotten so.
Yeah, that was kind of the whole idea. Is I've got advice from several people that there's lots of people that do whiskey, and there's people that do bourbon, and there's lots of people that do both of those things really, really well. But there wasn't really anybody focusing on Texas specifically. You know, you had like Eric Waite. Eric Waite did a great Texas whiskey month. You know, there's people covering it here and there, but there's nobody just kind of putting all their focus on what's going on down here. So we decided, why not?
Plus, now we can make money off of it, hopefully.
You'll be selling some sweet T-shirts and coins and shit. It's going to be amazing.
Stickers and shit.
We'll see. Maybe if we can get our shit together a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, at least it'll pay for the mileage for all the distilleries we go to every weekend. So
There you go. Well, going to distilleries is its own reward, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So what do you got? The box of samples there. The
samples. I wanted to, so we've hit quite a few of these so far. So I wanted to pull out something I hadn't done yet, and I'm thinking it's going to be the Andalusia Revenant Oak Port Cask.
Oh yeah.
Oh nice.
About port on the stream, so I'm going to see how this one sits with me.
Yeah. I think that's probably been the best expression of the Revenant Oak so far, in my opinion, anyway. But that's they're peated. It's Irish peat.
Right. Yeah. This is the triple distilled one, right?
No, the triple distilled is unpeated, but this one versus the Striker, which is hardwood smoked, they get Irish peat bricks off of Amazon.
Literally off of Amazon. I saw the box last time we were out at Andalusia.
Yeah. And so they smoke it, right there on site. So
as well, I mean, if you're gonna source anywhere that seems, local and decent and whiskey friendly, why not Amazon?
Why not? I mean, they got everything else.
And hey, we've got another Texas channel on. We're gonna pull them in right now. We're doubling up because my ass has to get to sleep. So both Texas folks on at once, because here's Whiskey Crusaders.
Hey man.
Hey Ed, how's it going?
What's up, man?
Hi, Josh and Gretchen.
Hey.
Don't mind the screaming children in the backyard. That's what they do here.
It's called melatonin and Benadryl.
Yeah, we just don't drug our kids though. That's the only problem. Just give them whiskey; they'll be fine.
There you go.
Exactly.
Problem solved.
Bourbon on the gums.
Exactly. It's what they need at this point. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
Oh, yep. There we go. I hear it.
There it is.
Yeah, that's the little one screaming at the big one for not playing properly. She's not playing little people right, so she must be screamed at. It's a requirement.
It sounds like fights in our house.
Yeah, Gretchen, she gets upset with me if I don't play fair.
Especially working together.
Yeah. So I was going to pour something since it's your anniversary. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I was going to pour something a little special here.
Oh,
I have this is Balcone's 5th anniversary, which they're now 11 years old, right?
Oh,
11 years old.
Very nice.
So this is an old single malt that was finished in brimstone barrels.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And everyone following at home, he said Balcones, do a shot.
Oh God, here we go.
Ooh, that's a tough drinking game right there.
Now give me that.
So what are you thinking of that Revenant Oak so far?
So far, I'm liking it quite a bit. And I was, Mike Lozek says it's 4. Okay, maybe I missed a couple. Yeah, I'm liking this one quite a bit. You know, I don't know what it is about pour finishes that I usually don't like. I can't put my finger on it, but this one, it doesn't have it.
Yeah, we kind of caught the tail end of you talking about that. You're not big on like Quinta Rubin or any of that kind of stuff.
Fine for me. It's very okay.
It's definitely all right.
Yeah. But it's not my go-to. And this one has a little bit. It's got a little bit of the dark fruit, but mostly I'm getting that smoke, but it's not that big, heavy smoke. It's a little ashy. I don't know. It's working out pretty well for it so far.
Yeah, I always feel like Revenant Oak has about a kind of average Highland Park level of peat.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
And actually, I think what it is this one has a fun kind of that tannic spiciness that really underlies it. I mean, like a lot of Texas whiskey does.
Yeah, you get a lot of sort of like rich caramel with a lot of spice and tannin.
Yeah, and that's coming through, especially on the finish. And I think if that wasn't there, this would feel a lot more one-dimensional. But it's playing really, really nicely with the smoke and the kind of darker, I would almost say like red apple kind of thing. I wouldn't say it's plum, but like kind of orchard fruit.
Yeah. The Andalusia distillate in general, both the Striker and the Revenant Oak, seems to take really well to cask finishing in general. Like it seems like no matter what they put it in, they've had like rum cask and Cadillac wine and PX, and there's Madeira, all sorts of different cask finishings that they're doing, either stuff that's already come out or stuff that's coming out sometime soon in the next year. And it all seems to work. I don't know what it is about it.
This one's pretty cool. I'm digging it. In fact, it reminds me, maybe it's just because I'm coming off the West Cork, but it reminds me a little bit of their Bog Oak in that it's got a little, just that hint of smokiness, but a lot. You can still taste the grain influence and that kind of oaky. I don't even know if I'm getting so much the caramel, but it's that nice wood spice. So yeah, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm excited to drink this again when I'm a little more sober, though.
I'm excited for Andalusia because they have a marketer now, and they just not too long ago they signed with Republic distributor, and they actually Ty's doing a Meet the Distiller at $7 grand on October 15th. So the Tuesday after the Bastards Ball, if y'all are still in town and partially sober, it's not a requirement to be fully sober. Ty Phelps will be out at $7 grand doing an event, so you get to meet him. So I'm pretty excited for them. They're a really great company, very family oriented, just have a lot of fun. We were out there not like 2 months ago, and Ty came in to get a gallon of milk for his house because he lives right behind the distillery. So.
Yeah, they're such awesome people, and they're making some of the best whiskey in the state, I think.
Cool.
So, what are you drinking down there, Matt?
Well, I need a drink now. I'm like children outside by their toes. Jeez.
Also, I just figured out it's that finish. It reminds me. I get this on quite a few Texas whiskeys. It's that that kind of cappuccino and Mexican chili pop thing.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah. I dig that. I really don't find that with anything but Texas whiskey.
Yep. We were just talking the other day that of course it is sort of like reflective of and pairs well with the food here. Like, why wouldn't it, right?
Yeah.
It's just on that kind of same level of spiciness and intensity and things like that. It goes great with barbecue and Tex-Mex and all of that kind of beautiful stuff.
We need to do a food pairing episode because you like to cook.
Well, shit, Matt's been doing the food pairing episode.
Yeah, we got that down.
The barbecue stream, hey?
Yeah.
We get lucky that Brian lives like maybe at most a half mile from my house. And it's freaking amazing. Chef for sure with the barbecue.
Yeah.
It's like, just let him do whatever because we're never going to complain about his food. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Jeffrey Patronus heading out. He's going to sleep. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you for coming on. We love you. Also, I guess there's a Lafroig event at $7,000 the Thursday before Baptist Ball.
Yeah,
That
next
there is.
Thursday. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, me and the old man are flying in Thursday, so we might have to hit that.
Yeah.
Oh, I think a number of us are going to do it.
Yeah, they just put out tickets today.
They're like
so.
$10 a ticket. And if you haven't been to $7,000 for an event, it's amazing. Tom, the general manager, does a phenomenal job. And
Yeah, they put on a cool event for
buy
sure.
some Iron Root while you're there. Sorry.
They were the first bar in town
They
to
were the
carry
first
Iron
one,
Root,
yeah.
so you know.
They've got Being an XC on the shelf now. So
Nice. And Matt, what are you drinking right now?
Just regular Balcones single malt.
Okay.
Can't come on here not without a Texas whiskey. That's just be wrong.
I know.
Totally fair.
Oh yeah, and by the way, Josh, half your pick bottle, the first one that's open, is already halfway gone.
Oh, the Bloody Butcher.
Friggin' awesome.
It's so good.
I can't wait till the second bottling. Hopefully we actually might bottle it when we go up there next week. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll be up there. We're going up to Iron Root or up to Denison anyway. Probably maybe Tuesday night, staying there Wednesday, coming back through Balcones on Thursday. Probably hitting that Lafroig event Thursday night,
And then just drinking for 5 days.
Then going to Matt's scheduled some cool stuff on Friday, so we'll go and hang out with that. And then we got the Bastards Ball on Saturday. So
Luckily, we're working the Bastards Ball, so
I think
we can't be too drunk.
Hopefully, we'll survive.
Really drunk is the optimum word.
Surviving Friday is going to be the real key. I don't know how you guys are going to survive doing all that over and over. Oh my gosh.
Pacing is key.
Yeah, it's
hydration is key.
Yeah.
A lot of water and a lot of food.
Fennergan seems to be my Fennergan and water.
Oh, yeah.
I think we all have learning lessons from last year for sure.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Well, you know,
So dehydrated.
80 degrees.
Me and Erica I think we had a little bit of sunstroke and we didn't know it.
Oh yeah, it's not that hard. You'll probably get it next week.
Yeah. It'll be about the same. Maybe 5 degrees less than last year.
I don't know how you guys live with that. I mean, I can deal with -30. I can't deal. Like if it gets above 95, I'm fucked.
You don't have to shovel sunshine though. I mean, like we can go anywhere we want. And plus, I work for the state, so when it gets below like a certain temperature, we don't go to work.
You know, the
cold.
weather, the Texas weather is just like the Texas whiskey. You just get a taste for it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad in the chat was saying his liver is ready. He thinks.
He thinks so,
he
but
hopes.
we're actually taking him and Vito up to Iron Root, and neither one of them have been in the barrel ale house with Jonathan. So I challenge your liver, Brad McClure.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should drink a lot and eat a lot. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
Oyster crackers.
Mark was saying, what time are we going to Balcones? It's kind of, we're going to hit it on the way back on Thursday. I don't know an exact time just yet, but if we figure out a schedule, I'll let you know. It's kind of just, it's going to be on the way back to
It's
Austin.
revolving around our dog sitter too.
Yeah.
Yeah, just have the channels that come into town on Thursday meet you guys at Balcones.
Right.
I think that's another good bonding experience.
So's the traffic on 35 to get up there in the middle of the work week.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really bad there in the middle of the work week to go up there?
I mean, 35 is just,
Yeah, it's kind of rough.
especially during commuter traffic.
Whiskey Dan wants to know what shitty whiskeys you have. I'm sorry, I'm neglecting my duties talking about all this Texas whiskey. What do you got, folk?
Oh, God damn
The
it.
shitty whiskey. I mean,
I blame Brad LeClaire for this.
No.
shit.
No.
I blame him for introducing it to us, but I blame Mitch Weddle for giving us the shit that we can't throw down the drain, even though as much as we want to.
This is literally the only time that this has been used.
It's for video.
It's always just an example of something terrible. So you can see. I mean, we've had this probably a year.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we opened it was when Robert was here, and we did a Canadianness versus Canadian Hunter video for Cash Drink.
I'm gonna stick up for Brad. This is not Brad's fault. This is 100% Mitch Weddle's
Just
fault.
even smell that. Just even opening it.
Gross.
I
Just blame Canada for it. It's fine.
damn you, Canada.
It's all their fault making shitty whiskey and keeping all the good shit for themselves.
It's horrible.
Brad LeClaire says if this keeps up, it might hurt his feeling. His one feeling.
Just the one.
It's like Matthew Wright. Matthew Wright has one feeling too.
That's right.
Oh, Dan Hayes says hashtag leave Brad alone.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Brad will be fine. He'll be fine. He's got enough whiskey stored at our house right now to make him happy. So.
Oh yeah. Special things.
It's very special things.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and Matt, what do you got for your shitty whiskey?
Well, I brought 2 shitty whiskeys.
Ooh.
Well, there's enough freaking Johnny Walker Red because it sucks. That's all you need is a mini bottle because it sucks.
That's true.
And this god awful shit called Uncle Nearest 1856.
Whoa!
Fucking horrible.
Motherfucker. Oh, Erica is gonna punch you.
No, you don't understand.
Oh.
Here's the problem with this. It's this bottle. It's they have inconsistency problem. I've had 2 amazing bottles. This one is utter shit. 2 were imaginable.
Erica heard you from the other room. She just popped over.
It's the fucking worst.
The hell did you say?
Yeah, it's true.
Erica,
hey, I'm gonna bring this one so you guys can tell me how fucking bad it is.
No, that's
okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
It is like I've had 2 that were magical, and this one is just god awful.
Consistent bottlings.
And I had tried one at a tasting too at a store, and they're like, it was the same badness. There must be multiple batches, and some batches are just awful.
Mm-hmm.
What I come up with.
Erica says that's not true. There are no inconsistency problems.
Oh, I'll bring this. This fits. This is a Rotgut bottle for sure.
Erica says it's consistently perfect.
No.
No, it's horrible. Because I tried it, and that's the reason I even bought it. It was really, really good. The one I tried at the first time I tried it, and then I was like, "What the hell is this? It's been ruined. It's worse than when TX made their stuff.
Oh boy,
it's bad. Worse than TX."
So you had 2 good bottles, though. That's the important thing. Is what you said, right?
I have lots. Yeah, I've had 2 good bottles. This particular one is very, very bad.
Okay, fair enough. What's wrong with that bottle?
It's just got this god awful funk. I mean, it's like something fucking died in it.
Oh, jeez.
Seriously, it's like nuttiness with mothballs and death.
Ew.
I don't know if it's just bad. It's really, really bad.
Nutty mothballs of death. That sounds like a ska band or something.
Fred LeClaire said worse than TX.
I don't like it. It's really bad.
Okay, fair
now
enough.
The new TX stuff is improving, but it's still got a lot to go as far as I'm concerned. But it's definitely better than it used to be. Their bourbon. This is their bourbon we're talking about, not the blended. The blended's fine. They don't make that anyway. They just blend it there.
Yeah.
Vanilla, Mexican vanilla ice cream.
Is this the excessively sweet one? That's not.
Yeah, that one's fine.
That's the blended. Yeah.
Anybody can drink that.
Yeah.
The bourbon is a different animal.
Beautiful property though. Like no other distillery have I been to where you have to check in at a guard tower to roll up to the distillery.
Yeah, it's really cool in there for sure. They have a beautiful gift shop and a bar that's awesome. There's the whole property is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But
cool.
It's okay. The master distiller admitted the same to me, so I'm cool. I had a nice chat with him about this. He's like, yeah, you're not wrong. It really wasn't very good. We fucked up our water source, and something else was wrong with we were running the thing wrong. I'm like, geez, I didn't really expect you to tell me that, but thanks for being honest. He's like, don't buy any batches that are earlier than April or May, he was telling me, because they're just don't buy them.
Huh.
So that was kind of cool that he was honest about it. So
sure, yeah.
It was interesting. But yeah, so they have some single barrels they released here. They're pretty decent that just came around. So we'll see. I'm hoping they get better as maybe they get older. I don't really know if that's the problem though. It's just something funky that's going on there that no other distillery in Texas I know tastes like that. Have you had anything else like that, Josh, that's got that weird funk on it?
I've had some, not quite the same flavor profile as the TX bourbon. I've had some that just really are definitely not my preference, but
sure.
Yeah. What's the deal with that? They use there's pecan yeast.
Yeah, and I asked him about that too. I said, well, did you change the yeast? He said, no, we're still using the same yeast. We're just running our still properly now with the water source was jacked up. So he said it's better. I'm like, okay.
Gotcha.
I mean, thanks for being honest. I do appreciate his honesty though, which was nice.
I saw some pictures like on Instagram or something like that they were doing some PX matured single malts and like kind of
Ooh.
interesting, cool stuff.
Yeah,
like
he was telling they're doing all sorts of really cool stuff. So I'm hoping to get him on and talk to him about that and get to go over there and try a bunch of cool stuff with him. So that will be fun. But it's just he said finally, I guess, with now have the money freed up, but since they've been bought out, now they'll be able to do all the cool experiments he always wanted to do that his previous owners always told him no on.
Yeah,
which is good. And maybe that's the problem is there was no experimentation allowed, and now he can finally.
That's cool. Yeah, and I guess from what I heard, if you're going to be bought out by one of the conglomerates, then Pernod Ricard is a good one to be bought out by. I guess.
Sell your ass. You might as well sell it to the best buyer.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, good for them. They've got corporate overlords now that can handle a bunch of stuff for them, and if that frees them up to do some cool experimentation and do what they want to do, then great.
We hope they do amazing things. It just sucks to be so close to distiller, and it's just not good. It's so disappointing. At least, thankfully, Tawa & Carroll is closer, and Tawa & Carroll is really good. Have you tried theirs yet, Josh?
Yeah, I've had the 4-grain bourbon, and then I've had some samples of the malted rye that's coming out.
The malted rye is freaking awesome.
That's kind of cool. Like, not a whole lot of that out there, malted rye.
No, there's not.
There's a handful, but just not many people do it.
Did you try the special barrel that's there?
I haven't actually been there. Just like festivals and things.
It's on our list to hopefully go up there in November when we go up for the Iron Root anniversary party.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we don't do that alone now.
Real quick, I want to jump in. I want to answer a question from Phoenix Rising. He says we had a bad Wyoming bottle that was worse than Mist. Yes, that was a Wyoming single barrel from their Select program that doesn't necessarily reflect their average product. Apparently, the first batch of Wyoming was absolutely terrible, and we talked to some people from Wyoming, and whatever happened with that first batch is not necessarily reflective of what they're doing today.
That must be one of the bottles I have because it's also horrible.
Yeah, apparently we talked to somebody who wouldn't talk on the record because for reasons, but apparently something went wrong with the barrels on that first batch. And
yeah, because I've tried other ones and it was really, really good. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with my bottle? In fact, Captain Make It Happen came over to replace it because my bottle was so bad. It's a real bottle of Wyoming. This one sucks.
Yeah, all the Wyoming I've ever had has been pretty solid. I mean, nothing like amazing, mind-blowing, but, tasty, good stuff.
The best one is the one that, Daniel Rex made. That's the best Wyoming I've ever had.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That thing is freaking awesome.
Yeah, the Crowded Barrel Alliance one.
Yeah. Oh, my God. That thing is... Drink the crap out of that thing. I had to hide that one for myself.
Yeah.
In the other room, away from me.
It looks like...
Yeah, I figure if I'm too lazy to go through all the boxes, I won't drink it, so it works out okay.
Hey, so yeah, he says happy anniversary. Congrats on gnarly whiskey tubing. Thank you, Dan. Have a good night, dude.
Cheers, Dan. Yeah.
The Canadians have to go to sleep.
Poor Canadians.
Poor Canadians.
Yeah.
Shitty whiskey and shitty weather.
What do they get to drink like during this? Like warm milk and maple syrup or what?
See, I thought I was being harsh to the Canadians, but apparently I was warming up to the professionals.
I mean, they've got good casinos in there that are open 24/7.
It's cool. We can say that because we used to live in Michigan, so it's okay.
We go to Canada to go gambling.
There you go. Now, have you guys tried that Laird of Fintry at all?
The what now?
The Laird of Fintry?
No.
Holy crap, is it good?
Nice.
Yeah. Jeremy Burns was here, and he brought it from when we had our Star Wars event. Let us borrow some for a review. It is amazing. Now I know why that crap's on freaking lottery in Canada. Yeah, that's the kind of crap they keep in Canada that's freaking awesome.
Right, yeah. Keep all the good shit for themselves.
All the good stuff.
What was the one that I liked that Daniel brought back? Daniel Treadwell. It was
Pike Creek,
yeah.
Something or other. I've had a couple of Pike Creek ones that were pretty good. I really liked the Gooderham and Wart's 11 Souls that Brad bought. Brought down here. And what was the other one? There was a couple. There was one that was peated and one that was unpeated, I think called Two Brewers, maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, no. Two Brewers, Gooderham and Wart's. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's that one? Was that?
What, Whiskey Den, you are hanging out so well at this point. I know this has just turned into a Texas whiskey stream, and I'm just hanging on for the ride, man.
It's kind of what we do.
Hey, Malton in Montreal made it in. I know. Thank you for stopping by. I know you had a conflict, so thank you for rolling through. Hey, real quick, I got into the Hechiceros.
Oh, nice.
Really good.
This is fantastic. What is going on in here? Because it's really good.
I always forget which is which. Hechiceros, that's port finished.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay. Apparently, my port prejudice is being challenged tonight.
Port prejudice.
You don't like port, Ed?
I'm not a big fan of port finishes usually.
Okay.
How you feel about Madeira?
Doing well. We're just about to finish up. I got to get my ass to sleep pretty soon, but we got to do the finale before we leave. So we're gonna let these whiskey. Talk to me about this Hechiceros real quick before we do that though.
So it's Balcony single malt. I think it was aged in refill cask because it's not got a lot of color to it, and I don't think it was it entirely matured in port casks. Do you know, Matt?
I don't think so. I think it just says finished on the bottle, when I remember.
Yeah, I think it is finished. So, but it's not dark enough for me to think that it was aged in new oak at all. I think it was refill casks and then finished in port.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah,
it is damn tasty though.
It's looking pretty average for
color wise, taste wise, different story. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah, I'm really digging this one. It is so deep and dark, and I mean it's bitey as fuck, as a lot of Texas whiskeys are. But that is working.
It's also cask strength.
Yeah, it's like 65% or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I think that's a 61.5. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is really, really good. DJ11 just says drink.
Well, Ed, if you're gonna have to go to bed soon, you should probably end the night with a little ginger juice.
Ginger juice.
That is a good point. Actually, though, I do have to end the night. I've been promising this since the beginning of the stream. We got to do the Rotgut iced tea.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
It's going to require me to get a couple of ingredients real quick because some of them had to be in the fridge.
Bad.
So you guys hang tight. I will be back in 1 second.
Okay.
Should we call 911 now?
Oh boy.
Erica's there, right? So we don't have to call the paramedics.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, for real.
I fear for Ed's safety.
That and maybe need a fire extinguisher. You never know.
Yeah. What was when we were on with him a while ago with cast strength? He made something
like yogurt and
it was the thing with the herring in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so gross. I wanted to throw up, and I wasn't even there.
Ugh.
I got a little nauseous. I think I was modding that night.
Rough.
John V says he doesn't want to know how your ginger juice.
How you juice a ginger?
How you juice a ginger.
Well, I could show you if you want, but probably not on the internet though.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Wrong channel.
Yeah, maybe
Texas Whiskey Life after dark.
Maybe if we're at the La Quinta at the right hour and the mood is right.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Right
then I could show you.
No, we're not going to La Quinta now.
All right. So to make a Rotgut iced tea, you need the following ingredients.
Do you need them?
Yeah.
You absolutely do. You absolutely do. You need.
Why would you keep these things in your house?
A 2-year-old bottle of Bird Dog peach flavored whiskey.
No.
You need the worst whiskey ever made in the history of mankind.
Yet you've drank half of it.
Central Standard. You need Cryo Hero, an IPA that this is definitely expired at this point. So,
oh no.
You need soy sauce.
Oh God.
And just a little bit of Monster Energy drink.
And you're gonna go to sleep after this?
I mean, we're gonna find out if I can.
I mean,
a lot. Sounds horrible.
I'm feeling a little queasy now, Ed.
I think I'll spend the night in the bathroom with this one. This sounds like a terrible idea.
no, you should just sleep in the bathtub.
I don't know if this one is any worse than our White Norwegian. I don't know if you guys heard about that one.
Is that the pickled herring thing?
The herring thing, yeah.
Oh.
Yes, I remember that.
It's moonshine pickles.
Does it taste as good going out as it does going in?
Oh God.
Probably tastes better. Let's face it.
We want to see you in a couple of weeks. We don't want you to die.
Yeah.
I have grave concerns about what you're about to drink.
You must have an iron stomach to do this to yourself.
Ugh.
I just picture Ed here in about 30 minutes, just kind of curled up on the floor of the shower,
Shaking.
crying and shaking.
Shitting all over everywhere. Just
Mister.
it's a ton of way to lose weight.
This is the content you get with the Rocket Review. We do serious whiskey and then we drink horrible bullshit.
Mike said Ed is drinking like a homeless guy who found $20.
It's not a terrible plan.
All right.
So tell me about this recipe, though. It seems like were these ingredients selected and carefully proportioned for a balanced flavor profile, or what are we going here?
Proportioned is definitely not. These were selected by how sick I thought this would make me. All right, let's see what we got here.
Are you stirring it with the pickle?
Huh?
You're
stirring it with the pickle? Yes, I am.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Actually, here, I'm just gonna pour that in right quick.
Oh yeah.
Add some
a float.
The candy corn whiskey we made earlier.
Oh.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave it out.
Why?
It would upset the balance of this fine cocktail.
This really sounds bad. Oh, yeah, that sounds.
I'm
like
getting nauseous just even smelling it. I can't even smell it, and I feel like I'm just smelling it.
Ed's the shittiest mixologist of all time.
Yeah. All right. So, and before I drink this, you guys owe me 2 jokes.
2 jokes.
Oh God.
So you and one.
That
was part of the deal.
I was not prepared for this. You said 1 bad whiskey, 1 good whiskey.
Oh, did I forget to tell you that? Oh, my bad. All right, you're off the hook. You're off the hook. Whiskey, Matt, you're on.
You want a joke? What about you?
Yeah. Remember that was part of the deal?
Oh, I remember. I think the joke's on you. You're fucking drinking that.
All right, that's fair. All right, here we go.
You don't need a joke. You're drinking that. That is the. Oh God.
Don't
This is gonna
swallow
hurt.
it. You have to swallow it. It doesn't count.
Okay.
Oh.
And that has been the 1-year anniversary of the Rotgut Review.
Oh God.
Hooray!
Make sure you subscribe for more. And until next time, all you guys, stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten, I guess.